Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000, no sé cuánto salen, ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos, están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta te estira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, perfecta, 120 euros, inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares, la cancha no tiene un solo pozo, el arco tiene 7,20 metros por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro y haces así, se la pasas mal. Hijo de puta, eso me puede pasar a mí con esta panza. No.
That sums up the Premier League in one video, man. I swear down. Listen, Real Madrid in the bin, Valencia winner. Oh my days. The lads have just seen that. I'll put that in the chat for anyone who wants to see the winner. Tell me when you see goals like this in the Premier League, guys. There you go. Check that out. Jezza, another ball fest today. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Yeah, just watched a little clip of proper football. I do remember once, years ago, when Arsenal used to play like that. But hey, today, another ball fest. I called it 1-1. I should have some bets on today. I also called West Ham Bournemouth 2-2. But hey,
well, I didn't see any of the Prem scores, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, we are still in a title race. So some YouTubers are telling me, well, after Liverpool win their next game, we're going to be 14 points behind. So that tells me we've regressed, we haven't improved. But no, apparently people out there saying we've improved. So when Arteta first came here, we finished 8th, and with the goal, point difference, we've gone back to that again. So how have we improved? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I mean, I'm not a mathematician, but I've got a basic understanding. And our deficit on points is as bad as it was back then. Make it make sense.
Yeah, 2021 season, we finished 25 points off the top.
And we're going back that way.
We're going back that way, yeah. 2022 season, 21-22, we finished 24 points off the top. 23, obviously, we finished 5 points. And then last season, we finished 2 points. 89 points we got last season. As it stands right now, we're on 62 points. The most we can get is, another 21 points. So the most we can get is 83 points. 83 points is the most we can get, which, by the way, is 5 less than last season. And 1 less than the 2022-23 season. That's if we win all our games. Rachid, my guy, what are you saying?
What are you saying, guys? Big up to you, Jez. Big up the chat as well. I don't know. I don't know why I woke up. I was out yesterday, you know what I'm saying, vibing, and I had to wake up at 12:30. Like, I swear to God, man. Look, you know what? Unpopular opinion, yeah. We played better than when Odegaard's not in the team. We played better.
Facts.
We did. We created chances. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time. I haven't seen chances. I mean, Kivior created about 2 chances. Crazy balls from Kivior. You know what I'm saying? I was shocked. Not that I rate him. He's defensively shocking. He always has a mistake in him. You know. I don't know if you remember that one. I think it was the set piece for Everton, and all the Everton players were in the box, and he tried to play the ball out the back and like tried to be the ball playing defender. You are not Van Dijk. Kick the ball out. Kick the ball out. You're not that guy. You have to understand sometimes, like you're limited. There's some players out there, like Salah, for example. You know, he's not the best technically, but he knows what he's good at. Fast hit, fast strike, run and strike. Just do what you're good at. But he got man of the match. What is going on here? Man of the match.
Yeah, I don't know. He got man of the match. I can't lie.
What was it? Man of the match only for Arsenal because Pickford's supposed to be man of the match. I'll be real.
I said Pickford as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it man of the match
for Arsenal or the man of the match?
No, it was man of the match. But do you know what? I said this on the watch along. Yeah. Do you know what I think? It was a bird called Lucy Ward. Yeah, on TNT Sport apparently that gave him man of the match. Yeah. You know why? Yeah, because guess what? Now that can be the whole hype train. Yeah, oh well, now he's had a great performance. Oh, now the top gooners are gassed it up because now she's gassed it up, giving him man of the match. Now they're gonna, oh yeah, we can go there. Now they'll all be sitting online right now, giving it the big, oh, Madrid lost. Nobody gives a fuck. They've conceded 8 goals in their last 3 home games. Yeah, 2 in the league and 1 in the Copa del Rey the other day. They conceded 4. 2 against Leganes, 4 against Sociedad, 2 against Valencia today. Cool. How many are we scoring at their ground then?
That's the point.
How many are we going to score at their ground? How many? Jez, how many do you reckon we'll score at their ground? Real talk.
1 set piece. 1 set piece.
Realistically, at the Bernabeu,
0.
none.
We ain't scoring at their ground. I'll be shocked if we scored at their ground.
It's
right. Let's put it right. Yeah, we had Trossard today. Nice goal. Well done. Very well, lovely. That was Everton at Goodison Park. No disrespect to Everton. I would have liked us to walk out of there today, bearing in mind, after all the years we've played at Goodison Park, I've been there many, many times. I'd like to have seen us come out of there with a win to say, our last ever journey to Goodison Park, we got a win. No, we didn't do it. We got a draw. And could have lost. So, where are we going here? What we saying to ourselves? We're playing Real Madrid. Right, they lost today, 2-1 to Valencia. I didn't watch the game.
Oh, mate, the goalkeeper, Jez, I'm sorry to cut in there. They fucking battered Valencia. Let's just have it right. They battered them. But guess what? The goalkeeper. That goalkeeper's going to Liverpool, by the way, in the summer. That's already a done deal. They signed him last summer. Let him stay out on loan at fucking Valencia. Yeah, he's been pretty average all season, right? He put in one of the best goalkeeping performances I've seen all season. He was unfucking stoppable. He saved the penalty from Finney. Yeah, and some of the saves from Mbappe were just... Mbappe was on smoke, by the way. Yeah, Mbappe looks ready to roll, bruv. Like, he is on smoke. Yeah, they took Vinny off. He was poor, man. But he's been poor all season. Vasquez is dog shit. Yeah, Modric didn't play great. Yeah, Jude played well. Yeah, I'd say the best 2 players from Madrid today were Mbappe and Jude. That's it. Yeah, Rudiger was pretty average. Sorry, Jez, sorry.
No, not at all. Not at all. Look, you've got a better insight into it to me. I didn't. I was only going by what was before the stream started, what the chat was saying. But at the end of the day, we've got them Tuesday night at the Emirates. Let's not think that they're going to come here to London and capitulate. They won more Champions Leagues than anybody else, right? And we've got to go up against them. Yes, people have told me, oh, we got a good record against them. Well, we haven't played them that many times in the Champions League or Europe, per se. So at the end of the day, what am I hopeful for? At home, I'd love to get a win. Of course I want to win. Of course I want to beat Real Madrid. But then we've got to go away to the Bernabeu. And we think we're going to, with the players they've got and what they are like in the Champions League, it's a league above. We haven't got a striker. We haven't got an out-and-out striker. They have. They can score. Our defence right now is mismatch. Today, we looked all over the place. Saliba was getting spun around like a spinning top. And nah, sorry. It's going to be a shit show. And much as I want us to win, of course I want us to win. I'm not being negative. I'm being realistic.
Yep. Nah, thanks. Now listen, big ups to everyone locked in. Go on, mate. Go on.
Do you have something to say? I was gonna say, me and Nuff came to a conclusion. Yeah, we were talking about the game, whatever. This man played 3 DMs against a terrorist team. Like that midfield are terrorists. You know what's gonna happen? There is gonna be clash in that midfield. So guess who created the chances for Arsenal? So the Sterling chance was created by Ben White, and 2 of the chances was created by Kivior. So and I think what the other chance that's about it. And the other chance was Sterling.
Tierney.
And he took
Tierney for
Tierney as
Odegaard
well.
and Marino.
So
Tierney put 2 on the fucking plate for Marino and for Odegaard. He came off the bench and set up 2 chances straight away, and they missed them both. And what we're doing here? Like, honestly, all of our defenders are the ones creating chances. The ball over the top from Kivior was cold for that Trossard fucking shot.
Cool.
Man said in the chat that they didn't batter Valencia. Bro, Valencia had 2 shots on target. What are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? Madrid, absolutely. Bro, the goalkeeper made save after save after save. Go and watch the game. I'm not even taking the piss. I watched the game, bro. Big up
You were
Luke.
watching the game.
Not Luke. Big up Kool-Aid. I thought every time I see gone.
Doing the fan cam, you were watching it.
Yeah.
You know, and I tried to get it on, but I'm not going to pay 15 quid. And you know, the fact remains, you actually watch that league. You know about it. You watch Real Madrid. You watch Barcelona. You watch Valencia. All those teams. So you know, you have an insight into it. So I respect what your view is. I will not respect people that come out of all this garbage who say, oh, Arsenal, you know, this, that, and the other. They don't watch the bloody that league. They don't watch it. So I have no respect for them. I'll only listen to people, right? Steve Strasberg, he watches it. I've got time to listen to him, right? I've got time to listen to the likes of Lee and other people that actually watch it. Because I'm not going to listen to a baldish shit from people that actually come out of absolute garbage and tell me that we're going to beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. We've got to play them at home first. We've got to go there and have 3 points or whatever.
We've got to get a win by a couple of goals at least, mate.
We have to. And we need to win by a goal difference of what? 2? Maybe
2 or 3. Go back to their ground. We're getting banged. We know this.
So we've got to be scoring 2, 3 goals, without us conceding. I can't honestly say I can see that happening. And I always want Arsenal to win every single day and twice on a bloody Sunday, but I can't see it. I'm sorry. Our defence is a shambles now because we've lost our best, in my opinion, Gabriel. He's been my best defender this season. We don't have a striker, gentlemen.
Facts.
Nah, listen, big up Footy Carnage for the raid as well. I bet he's stressed, mate. Madrid mudded. Yeah, first win in 17 years for Valencia at their ground. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. Big up Carnage, bro. Let me grab these super chats quick. Ha ha ha, Hala Madrid in the mud, mate. We're going to have this all week, innit? All weekends, Monday, Tuesday. No reason not to beat them then, guys. No reason for Arsenal not to beat Real Madrid. They're shit, right? Yeah, well, they got injuries. Yeah, but they had their third choice goalkeeper in goal today, Gonzalez. Yeah, Courtois went in the squad. Dani Ceballos went in the squad. Carvajal went in the squad. Militao not in the squad. There's 4 of their fucking key players this season not in the squad. Yeah, Lunin was on the bench because he ain't fully fit. So no reason not to beat them, guys. There's no reason why we can't beat Real Madrid, according to these top gooners. So when we don't, I don't want to hear no excuses. Yeah, and if we do, we'll go and win it then. Go and win it then. Yeah, because when we get knocked out, which we will, yeah, because people are looking at that result. They didn't watch the game. They don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, I watched the entire game. I'm now about to watch fucking Real Mallorca play. Right? They didn't watch the game. Yeah, they'll be sitting there going, Madrid lost. You're in the mud. I'm in the mud. Bro, they've won 2 trophies this season. Just to put that into perspective, Super Duper Mix won 1 in 5.5 years. They've won 2 already this season. And they've got to 4 finals this season.
And Lee, their goal is to beat Real Madrid. It's not to win the Champions League. It's to beat Real Madrid. And the mad thing is that if you ask them, they'll be like, oh, you expect us to win the Champions League? Yes. Yes, I do. 800 million spent. Klopp did it. How did Klopp do it?
What face is Hansi flicking? What face is Hansi flicking? He's got a fuck ton of injuries. Yeah, he's got a young squad. He's had to take a fucking washed up Lewandowski and turn him into a fucking prime Lewandowski again. He's swapped Rafinha, put him on the left, and now turned him into one of the coldest fucking wingers in the world right now, this season. Yeah, he's got a 17-year-old who's the best player in the world. Cool, fantastic. Yeah, then what? 17-year-old or 18-year-old as he is now, Kabasi at centre-back. Arejo who's shit. Kawunde is making look fucking great. Yeah, Chesney in goal. He phoned him up and said, can you come out of fucking retirement, please, Chesney? Yeah, because his goalkeeper's out.
Let me think about it. About it.
Imagine if Chesney wins the fucking treble. Well, actually, it'd be a quad because they won the Super Copper as well.
I lose my shit.
Chesney, you know. Chesney. They got Casado out injured. Yeah, he's a youngster. Frankie de Jong can't stay fit. Yeah, Pedri's cold. Yeah, what phase is he in? We've got a load of fucking youngsters at that fucking club. They're playing the best football in Europe and banging everyone. Yeah, so what phase is he in? Yeah, bro, he's already won a trophy this season by battering Real Madrid in the final.
Young project, Lee. Young project. Wait,
it takes time.
Takes time. It's only for
us.
Yeah,
Bernal's out for the whole season with an ACL. Facts. Yeah, so who's got the youngest squad in La Liga, guys? Is it Barca? Or is it Vallecano? Vallecano got quite a young team. If Hansi Flick's got the youngest squad, that'd just fucking add even more fucking ammo, bruv. Yeah, is it Barca? It's Barca. No fucking way. Is it actually Barca? Nah, that's crazy. Barcelona have got the youngest squad in the league. We don't want to hear no excuses then, lads.
There you go.
No
we
excuses.
Got an AK. They got a 9. We got an AK. Trust me. End of the season, we got an AK, guys. You better watch out.
So he's in phase 1. He's already won a trophy. Cool. Well, Super Duper Mick did that as well. Fair play. Right. He's got the youngest squad. Well, so did we. All this youth project crap. He's top of the league and could go even further if they beat Betis tonight. He's going to bang up Dortmund on Wednesday. Yeah, he's going to slap them silly. Right. And he's in a Copa del Rey final against Real Madrid at the end of this month. What phase is he in? He's been to 2 finals already. Our manager has been to 1 in 5.5 years.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man. And he's top of the league. Oh, but it's Barcelona. Yeah, well, they've got no money, mate. How much to spend? Barca fans in this chat, how much money did you spend in the summer? Please tell me. Average age is 24.1 at Barca. That's crazy. How much money did you spend in the summer? It was fuck all. Who did it? Danny Olmo. That's it for 50 M's. That's all they spent in the summer. How much did you bring back in?
Okay.
50 M's. Man said 10 pesos. You joker. Big up Tiger Claws, bro. If we beat Betis tonight, La Liga is ours for sure. Before I get a gal in, because he's joined as well, bless up. Let me just grab these super chats, my friend. I'd say that Betis game is going to be difficult. I can't wait to watch that. It's a shame Isco's suspended, but it's going to be a good watch. Big up, bro. Big up, Karim. Arsenal 2nd place, Madrid 2nd place. Let's go, guys. Big up, Luke. Don Carlo trying to get sacked because he knows he has a potential 5-year prison sentence to serve. Oh, you're funny. Big up, Karim. They did not batter them. They had 30+ attacks, bro. The goalkeeper for Valencia got man of the match. I watched the whole game, Karim. Come on. Yeah. The amount of fucking saves that geezer made, including a penalty from Vinny. Yeah, they battered them. They absolutely schooled them, bro. Valencia had 2 shots on target and buried them both. We're not that clinical. Come on, bro. Mbappe couldn't. No, Mbappe. No, bro. To be fair, Mbappe was Madrid's best player today, followed by Jude. Yeah, the rest of them were trash. Big up Joshua. What phase is Division 3 German team in the Pokal final? What phase are they in? Oh yeah, they beat Leverkusen the other day. You see that? They're called Arminia or something. Yeah, they beat Leverkusen. But Egal, my friend, what are you saying?
I'm in my car outside a little. Just wash my car. I'm chilling. But when it comes to Arsenal, I'll tell you this: there's some people out there who honestly believe that was not a that was a penalty. I don't believe it was a penalty.
Okay,
I hope you guys aren't one of those people who believe that was a penalty.
Egal, nobody cares whether it's a penalty or not. The title was done respectfully. Furthermore,
the title's been done.
Furthermore, why are we crying about it being a penalty? We should be crying about Martin Odegaard getting a ball put on a plate, yeah, and missing a sitter from 7 yards that could have won us the game. Mikel Merino getting a ball put on a plate, yeah, missing a sitter that Tierney put on a plate again. Declan Rice should have squared it. He tried to slap it 100 mile an hour. There was 2 players stood to the right of him to tap it in. And even if he had got it past Tarkowski, there was a geezer on the line, yeah, and it was going straight at him. Sterling. Yeah, we should be talking about Sterling. We should be talking about Trossard, yeah, when he should have squared it to Ethan. We had enough chances to bang them 5 today. Yeah, poor decision making. And this is why we are not beating Real Madrid, who have just lost today, by the way.
Valencia at home, what happened? How did they lose?
They took their 2 chances. The second goal, Egal, I'll put it in the private chat.
I seen the second goal, the header.
Yeah, did you see the build-up play? When do we play like that?
Today, Sterling to Trossard was quick.
Right, a little back heel, first time pass, first time cross. We don't first time cross. The Prem don't first time cross. The only time I've seen a first time cross this season that I can genuinely remember, and I know it's not the only
Newcastle
one.
away.
Yeah, Isak scored. What happens when you first time cross the ball instead of taking a touch? It causes panic because the defenders are off balance. They're running back.
Klopp used to do it a lot. Klopp used to spam crosses, even sometimes for no reason. Just to, cause
all right.
that.
Let me say this. First things first, I'm not wearing a Chelsea shirt. I'm wearing a Blue Jays shirt. So,
oh yeah, the Blue Jays any good ago? Are they actually any good? Or are they trusting the process as well?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's 120 games regular season. Nobody has time for that. Nobody has time for that.
120 games, but our players are overplayed.
120 games regular season in baseball. Wow. They play 4 games in like 5 nights. It's mental. But they have players who have days off, so they'll have like 3 games, and like you'll see one guy play 1 game each. It's nuts. But hey, that's a different sport. Let's get back to football. I want to talk to you guys about one thing and one thing only. Do you guys feel like Mazlou Skelly is being targeted by the referees?
No.
Because I do feel like they're quick. I do feel like they're quick to give him that call when he's the one who actually got pushed down. If it was an Arsenal player who got a penalty off that, like similar how we did versus Man United, we would have said, "Yo, we kind of got lucky there. That wasn't a penalty."
Okay, let me ask you this then, yeah. Because I've seen Flowers, I've seen yourself, your video title, I've seen Gold Bitch, yeah, I've seen all of these people, yeah. I've seen the top gooners all over the internet, non-top gooners, rival fans crying, "Oh, the refs." How did the refs stop us scoring goals? They didn't. We did.
They didn't stop us from scoring goals.
Okay, not only that, if we want consistency, which you do, you want consistency from the PGMOL and the refs and this and that, which is fair. I agree with that. We want consistency. Where's the outcry? Yeah, where was the outcry? Yeah, when Brentford got robbed of 2 clear penalties against Chelsea 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. Yeah, blatant robbery. They were both pens, bro. Nobody was talking about it. None of these big accounts spoke about it. Where was the consistency when Tarkowski, yeah, should have had a straight red and shouldn't have played today? Because I didn't see all these big accounts, big YouTubers.
No, there was.
Well, I didn't see Flowers putting Howard Webb in.
There was.
Yeah, I didn't see Flowers put their thumbnail with Howard Webb in it. Saying
a lot of people were talking about it, especially Liverpool fans.
Exactly, especially Liverpool fans, because it was on their player that he could have broke his leg. Papa Sarr, yeah, scores a goal, goes back, and it was actually a dirty tackle, yeah, that should have resulted in Spurs player getting sent off. He got a yellow. Yeah, he should have been sent off. Where's the conspiracy theorists then? Where's Flowers putting PGMOL and Howard Webb in the title? Robbed. nowhere to be seen. Where's Goldbitch? Where's all these top gooners online? Where's all the other fans online?
Forget about that though. Forget about
because
that.
No, again, the reason I'm saying that is because when it comes to Arsenal, they know we're the most emotional fan base on the internet. So they know, mention, Skelly, they're targeting him. Bro, he shouldn't have put hands on him. Yeah, fair enough. I don't think it's a pen. Yeah, but again, at the same time, when I watched it in real time, I was like, yo, it's a pen. But it might not be a pen. Who knows, bro? It's debatable. A pen or not a pen. It's debatable. It's not clear cut. Yeah, there were some weird decisions in that game. Trossard kicked thin air and he gave a free kick. Yeah, like, what are we doing here? But the refs, we can all agree, Gail, all of us here, everyone in the chat, we know
I
they're
lost
rubbish.
internet connection. I'm gonna have to come back.
Okay. He's rage quit again.
I think
it's rage quit again.
I think having looked, I said this earlier, looking at that penalty, when I first saw it, I was like, no, that's not a penalty. That's 50-50. They both had hands on. Skelly had his hand around his stomach.
The other guy had his. They were locking up like this.
Like that.
He had his hand on his thigh.
It's harsh, isn't it? It's harsh.
When Skelly went down, right, he went down. That is when whatever his name was fell over.
Yeah, because he fell on him.
So to me, right, I would say personally, no pen. Personally, to me, that's no pen. But when I looked from it, when they showed it, when they were doing the VAR check from the other side, right, looking at it from the camera was on the right wing, looking square across. You could, if you were VAR, which I think are crap anyway, could say, yeah, that's a pen. But I don't know from what camera angle they made that decision. Personally, I think it was a poor decision from the referee. If you want my honest opinion, I don't think that was a penalty. But there's also, I think the Lee, you've known me for many years now. I never criticise referees. I've been there and done it myself. It's a tough job. I personally would say to you today, I think the referee had a bad game.
He was shocking.
I mean,
terrible.
The only reason he gave the free kick against Trossard because he showed studs. There was clear.
No, because he didn't know what the hell he was doing. That's why.
Yeah, but he didn't touch the player, but his feet were up. Yeah, but this is why, Jez. Yeah, you're spot on. This is why. Yeah, so he gave a free kick for that. Didn't book Trossard, right? But then, yes, the other day, the Chelsea Spurs game, Pape Sarr claps into flipping Caicedo on the knee. Yeah, that's a straight red. He only got a yellow. So then we see the only reason they did that is because Tarkowski the day before, flew into McAllister, wiped him out, could have broke his leg. Yeah, so that to keep it going for the whole week. Yeah, then they'll change it again next week. We know the refs are crap. I don't think there's a conspiracy against any of our players. I don't think there's a conspiracy against any of the teams. Yeah, because they're rubbish for everyone. And this is why I don't necessarily blame them. The decision was random, but I've seen random decisions against the Brentford. Yeah, I haven't seen the Palace game today. There was 3 red cards in that game. I've not seen it. Villa are 2-0 up already, by the way. Yeah,
that's amazing.
I've seen this season 3 red cards in the Brighton Forest game earlier in the season. Yeah, I didn't see any of these people out here doing their YouTube videos against the PGMOL, doing a whole hit campaign for a week. When it comes to Arsenal, every time Arsenal drop points, I've seen Goldbitch tweet out, I reckon Arsenal have been cost about double digits, on points by refs this season. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what else they've been done for double digits on, mate. Thomas Partey at right back. Martin Odegaard missing sitters. So there's 20 points we could have got. Because Thomas Partey, when he's played at right back, we've dropped points in every game bar 1.
Lee, can I just
can I just say one thing? I gotta go, Jez. Respect for I'm just gonna say this. Real Madrid, one thing we gotta be positive about, we came out of this game with no injuries. Majority of our key players.
We know how his head smashed to pieces, but carry on.
I didn't even think about that. I'm talking about the main. I'm talking about the main guys. Like, really and truly, if we
he's
had
our
it my way,
striker. Gal, he's our striker. He's the
if we
main
had
guy.
it my way, if we have it my way, we play either Trossard or Martinelli up front, and Saka and Saka, Trossard, and Martinelli. If we have to,
You'll start Saka.
I'm starting Saka versus Real Madrid.
Wow, did you not see him on the pitch today, ducking out of tackles, not running up and down the pitch? He did.
Come on, bro. At the end of the day, he is a difference maker. He's a better player than majority of the players we have on this team, and just having him on the pitch makes a difference. He galvanizes the team, and I do think he gives you.
How did
he
he galvanize us today when he came on? Because as soon as he came on, a minute later we conceded.
Nah, but we conceded because of a stupid penalty. But regardless, Lee, my main point is
Martinelli was good today, by the way. Timber was good when they came on. Both of them, they were good.
And it was nice to see Ben White get some minutes. Also, I really do think
he was awful.
Kivior getting the man of the match bonus. Hopefully, that means he won't be too upset when he doesn't play versus Real Madrid.
You believe he's man of the match?
No. He got the man of the match from BT Sport, so he gets the bonus. So now that happens, he won't
but do
be
you think he was man of the match?
No. The man of the match.
Thank you.
The man of the match, in my opinion, was probably
Pickford.
Nah. Yeah. I'm not talking about Everton. I'm talking about Arsenal.
Oh, for Arsenal, Marino was probably man of the match. He got better the longer the game went on.
That's how bad we are.
Because the first half he was awful. Second half he actually played well.
Today wasn't bad. Today was just a 7. It was mid.
Who created chances today? That's Igal. Who do you think created the chances today?
The chances, the chances were just from counterattacks.
Yeah, but who created them? From where? Did we create them from the midfield, the defense? So where did the chances come from?
We got a free kick. We got a couple opportunities from counters.
The chances came from Ben White
and Kivior set up 1 assist.
Tell him, Rachid.
The chances came from Ben White to Sterling. The chances came from Tierney, Kivior.
What a goal! Oh my days! What a goal!
Did absolutely nothing apart from clot each other, and it was just a battle in the midfield.
Hey, bro, today's one of those days. We got a big game coming up. I don't think they wanted to injure anybody.
I know you've got to go.
I gotta go.
I know you've got to go, and I appreciate it. Real Mallorca's goal they've just scored is crazy. What a header! Yeah, against Celta Vigo. Very quickly, before you go, we need to do a show at some point before that game kicks off on Tuesday to do a combined 11.
Okay.
Whether it's your channel, my channel, I don't care. Pre-record, live, whatever, I don't care. We need to do a combined 11. Now we know what we're doing and we know for injuries and stuff like that. Yeah, because Real Madrid, they've got bare injuries, by the way. Third choice goalkeeper in goal today.
Okay, let's do a preview. We'll bring Sam. We'll do it. It'll be fun.
Yep, cool. Your channel, my channel, I don't care. You hit me up, text me. Love.
All right,
appreciate
have a good
man.
one, guys.
Have a nice weekend, man. Take care.
Yeah, mate.
I swear, there's an agenda against Skelly, apparently, guys.
Oh, come on. There was agenda against Xhaka. He's just a clumsy player. That's what he is. He's just a clumsy player. He's great going forward. He's just a midfield. Just do whatever you did with Xhaka. Move him up the pitch. Because
move him away from left back.
Thank you, because it's repetitive. This is not the first time he's conceded a pen or like he's fouled someone, got a red card, yellow, whatever. It's repetitive. It happened before. This is not the first time. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't think he's targeted. I just think he's a clumsy player sometimes. But I rate it. I know that he wants to get the ball so bad, and it's just
he's young.
You know,
he's young, man. He's got a lot to learn.
Yeah, he's got a lot to learn.
He's impetuous, and he's going to learn. We've seen previous Arsenal youngsters like that, right? And it with the correct coaching from God knows who, they will coach that out of him because he needs to calm it down. He needs to calm it back a little bit and put more of his energy in his anger, if you want to put it that way, into his playing skill. He's a very skillful young man.
See the way he dribbled up the pitch?
Yeah.
I was like, he got wiped out. I was like, I beg you hit it. Just hit it, mate. That'd be one of the goals of the season.
He's our best midfielder. It's crazy. It's madness. Our best midfielder is a left back. Sorry, Jez.
No, not at all, man. No.
It's actually true.
The thing is, we have to look at this young guy. He's a young guy. He's got to learn. right? He's so keen. He wants to give it 110% every game, and we have to admire that. But at times he's got to cool it back a little bit. And if a proper coach, right, would say, right, yeah, I like what you're doing, but you need to control this. Now, we've had managers in the past that would have done that. I'm not convinced that I'm overall convinced that this manager would do that, because I don't think he's the right attitude for this type of player. Because players like Lewis Skelly, as a young man, he's angry, he wants to prove himself, he wants to be in every game, he wants to be playing.
Especially after some of the backlashes. Well, sorry, Jez, I know we keep cutting you. Sorry, mate. Yeah, after some of the backlash he's had, yeah, like with like the red cards getting overturned and stuff like that, people calling him out as clumsy. Like we got like remember, he is only a teenager. Yeah, he's an adult. Yeah, but in terms of actual playing time, he's barely played any games for us, really. He's played less than 20 games for us. Yeah, but at the same time, this manager, this is where we're at with this manager. Yeah, the fact that this guy has been forced into the limelight through injuries that this manager's caused. Yeah, he's landed on a gem, or it looks like a gem. However, you're playing him in a position that ain't natural to him. He looks more natural when he's going forward than he does going back. Well, if we say, oh, Zinchenko. Oh, Xhaka. Yeah, we've seen this story a million times before under this manager. Yeah, so now, sometimes you have to take him in and out the team. Yeah, if he starts against Real Madrid, yeah, mate. Yeah, maybe not a home, like the home game. We're going to park the bus there. The away game, their fans are going to be on their fucking neck, mate. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, and he's up against Rodrigo in both ties if he plays, yeah, which I think he will. If it was me, sorry, Rachid, if it was me, Kieran Tierney starts both legs. Go 5 at the back. Yeah, go 5 at the back. Yeah, you put Timber at right wing back. You put Tierney at left wing back, and then you go with Kivior, Ben White, and Saliba. Yeah, then you put Partey and Rice to fucking help them out. Yeah, or you could put Skelly in there. Yeah, but Partey and Rice are best too. You've got Skelly to come in and cover. You could then put him at left wing back, and you can move Tierney into left centre back. Yeah, or you can even start him at left centre back out of the 3. Yeah, then drop Odegaard and play Ethan. Drop Odegaard and play Ethan, bro. Yeah. Then Saka, if you want to start him. Go on, Jezza. Go on. Sorry.
Lewis Skelly, if he starts against Real Madrid Tuesday night, there are far more experienced footballers he's going to be up against, right? They've got a better ball knowledge. They've got more experience. They're going to try and make him make a mistake. Now, playing in that game is going to be the biggest game of his life so far. So he's going to be hyped up for it. He's going to be wanting to be there. He wants to prove, but that can be also a problem mentally, because if he's up against Mbappe, all those sort of players, they're going to be thinking, yeah, I'm going to get something out of you, and I'm going to make you make a mistake. And if you make a mistake, you get that yellow card, then you've got to back off, and I've got you in my pocket.
Yep.
That's the problem. That is the problem.
Facts, which is why we should play Tierney. Yeah, Tierney's been in the Champions League multiple times. Tierney's played against Real Madrid. Yeah, I think. Yeah, he's played in big football matches. He's played in fucking massive football matches. Yeah, he's won major trophies. Yeah, like for Celtic. Oh, it's the Scottish League. Nobody cares. Trophies are trophies, mate. You still have to win them. Yeah, and not only that, he's played in precious situations in derbies against Rangers.
Yeah. Well, I've got nothing against Lewis Skelly. I think he's a great talent for the future. I do. I think he's got something there. But this is a major, major competition against a very, very experienced side who've been there, seen it and done it, with a manager that's been there, seen it and done it. And these guys aren't going to be like taking this lightly. And I'm just worried that a young boy, I call him a boy, I shouldn't say that, but a young man up against some of these more seasoned, experienced players could cause a problem for themselves. Because, you know, you got those sort of players you're coming up against. They know how to outboss you. They know how to play the dirty tricks, the dark arts, if you want to call it that, right? And so therefore, that could be a problem for him as a young man and for the team. So I would rather a more experienced player, like, as you said, Kieran Tierney, start the game and get through it maybe till what? Let's say 70 minutes, something like that, and move forward, because I think he's going to be so hyped up for that game against Real Madrid, one of the greatest teams in world football. That's a massive, massive thing. Huge. And so this young lad's going to have to go, whoa, I'm up against so-and-so tonight. And we've seen how he can be impetuous. He did it today. He's done it before. So that's a concern for me.
Yeah, Matty, welcome back.
Big up, Matty.
You didn't miss nothing.
Yeah. I saw when I got through my first meeting, I looked at the phone. I said, "Oh hell, I didn't miss a damn thing." 1-1. You know,
You missed Real Madrid lose in stoppage time to Valencia.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll put the goal in the private chat. Yeah, watch, Matty. The goal was crazy. The goal was crazy. Tell me when we're doing that. That's now 8 goals they've conceded in 3 home games in the last 3. 8. How many are we scoring at the Bernabeu, Matty? Yeah, and this is why I'd play Tierney, Matt.
we might.
Yeah.
We might.
Because if we're going to sit there enough to park the bus and try and counter, first and foremost, they'll probably play the same way. We see them do it against City, right? But now you have to have quality on the crossing into the box. That goal was crazy, mate. Yeah. The goal from Real Mallorca tonight, they won them up against Celta. That goal was 6 as well.
Just what I'm trying to tell people. This is what I want to tell people. When you watch stuff like what you just showed me, and then you watch us 50 passes for 1 goal, then you watch today, today's performance. Everton should have won the game 2 or 3-1, but they don't have people that can finish. The team on Tuesday night will have people that will finish and finish thoroughly. Yeah, everybody's gonna make a deal. They lost to Valencia. They're accustomed to playing each other in that league, completely different.
And the goalkeeper was on smoke. Who, by the way, is joining Liverpool in the summer.
When we play Real Madrid, they will open up every single frailty that we have. And people also have, when I was coming in, y'all talking about Skelly, I said it during the broadcast. He has a trouble with recovery. He has major trouble with recovery. That comes, you know what? That comes from inexperience. And as Jess stated, he's a youngster. You know, really, to be honest with you, he shouldn't even be playing at this level like this all the time. But whose fault is that? We know whose fault that is. Luckily, he's been a decent stopgap this season. There's a lot of problems with this football club and this team. There's a lot of problems. You heard people saying, "Oh well, you know, Saka's coming back." Like you said, he played second half. You know, I didn't see the performance. You say he was pulling out of tackles. Well, he
didn't do anything, Matt.
Yeah.
He pulled out of tackles. He took a shot that hit the wall. Yeah, and he tried to cross the ball from 1 yard in front of a geezer, and he blocked it. That's about it.
He's not as fit as this manager says he is.
Did you see, Lee? Sorry, Matty, to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Did you see as he walked off, he was limping?
He was limping most of the game.
That's what I've heard. Somebody, I was getting texts. Do you see this? I couldn't watch it.
There was one instance after Matty had left the watch long, yeah, where a ball came over the top. I think it was Ben White or Timber. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Ben White. Yeah, and ball came over the top. It was over here, but normally he'd go and press the goalkeeper on that. Yeah, and he pulled up and stopped. I was like, this guy, he's desperate to play. Listen, buzzing for him that he scored the other night. Fair play to the lad, yeah? Yeah, his confidence is through the roof. However, he ain't fit to play football, mate. He ain't fit for purpose.
Lee,
he's not fit for purpose, mate.
Lee, when I saw the lineup today, the fact that he had these starts, 60% of the starters out there today, knowing we have a game on Tuesday night. Just call the kids up, bro. Now, a 1-1 draw against Everton does what? What is that? What is that? What's the difference in just calling the kids up and letting them go get a draw? 1-1. Because it ain't done a damn thing. We ain't gained no ground on Liverpool.
He's scared to lose second place, Matty, babe. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, did Forest win today, y'all? Did Forest win?
They're 2-0 down against Villa.
Okay, well, that's the only thing saving him right now. Because if Forrest was to come back today and find a way to dig up 3 goals, then he really have hell on his hands.
But Matty, let's just go back to what we said. You and I, right, on my channel, we said one thing, right? We are 3 injuries away from capitulation. And we've been proved right.
Yeah.
Here we are now at this stage of the league. We've lost Gabriel, my best defender in my opinion. And we've now got a half ready, 75% ready Saka.
Not even that, just 7% Saka.
I'd probably say 60, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I wouldn't even say that. He's played no football. He's not fit. He's 10%.
He's not going to run and run and run against Real Madrid, right? He ain't. He's going to pull up. I guarantee you he will pull up. And that will be him out for the rest of the season. He's not fit. He's certainly not match fit. Watching him the other night and watching him today, coming on at the start of that second half, I'm thinking, why are you doing this? Why? Because this manager is desperate.
To scare Real Madrid, Jez.
Jez, can I add to that? Can I add to that, Jez?
Please do. Please do.
I covered this yesterday with TJ and Dal, and I'm going to say it here. Say the same thing. When I said it, you could see you ever seen somebody just turn straight white when they know something bad? Like, oh my God, I told him, I said, do you realize this manager is on the cusp of costing soccer his World Cup place in 26?
Wow.
Yes.
And I said, how do you think that's going to sit when it's time to re-up his contract? How's that? What do you think he's going to say when it's time? A lot of these players in this team are going to start thinking about their World Cup place. They're going to start pulling out easing back off a couple of these tackles. They're not going. I don't want to injure myself. I don't want to get something where it's 6 months, I'm out, 7 months, a year. And Saka's right there he could get re-injured and he's out a year. See, people don't think about this kind of stuff. Our fan base don't think about this kind of stuff. All they want is the selfish. I want to get what I can get. This player is not only his World Cup place, but his England place. He could very well lose it if he gets injured.
Yeah.
But it's all about the gimmick now, matey. Real Madrid have lost tonight. Hardly anyone watched it, but they're all over the internet. They're shit. They conceded again. They lost. Cool. See you on the 16th. Don't want no excuses when we're out. Yeah, because they had 4 fucking players sat on the fucking touchline tonight, injured. Courtois, Dani Ceballos. Dani Ceballos is shit. But he's been one of their best players this season. Yeah, Carvajal and Militao. All 4 of them fucking start for them, and none of them played today. They're out injured. Yeah, Lunin, their second choice goalkeeper, ain't fit. He's sat on the bench because I had to put another keeper on the bench because the third choice played. Yeah, what are we doing here?
They are crucial players.
But what, mate? Yeah, we are not beating them. We couldn't beat Everton with 2 different managers this season, and you think we're beating him? Okay, mate. Couldn't beat him. We couldn't beat him when he was Everton manager.
Couldn't beat Brighton.
Couldn't beat Villa.
Lee, can I ask you this question? Can I and Rachid and Matty chat? I just ask this general question here right now. Right. I'm just talking about Saka. Do you actually think he wants to play, or is he being forced to play?
No, he wants to play. He wants to play.
Do you honestly think that?
Both, because I think the manager wants him to play. He's not gonna come out. He's not gonna come out and say, "Well, I need him back." If you notice, he's dressing it up this way. The player wants to come back. The player's ready to go. The players he's passing the buck. But we know Arteta's itching for him to come back. So yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I'd say it's probably 80%. I'd say 90% Arteta and 10% Saka. Just because he wants to play. Because he's probably thinking, well, maybe as an athlete, you're probably thinking, oh, I can contribute to the team. I can, if I'm in there, we can do, he's probably thinking that. The thing is like I told people from before, if he was going to play starting him against Real Madrid, he needs to be sitting his ass down for these past 2 games. You've been sitting down, and then you should have, maybe run him out there, maybe the second leg of that tie, and then save him for if you need him for the final. The bottom line here, this manager rushed him back, and not only him. Let's look at Ben White as well, because Ben White looked a little knackered today. That's not just going under the radar. He looked a little leggy, There's a lot of players in this team. I
get it, Matty. I get that Saka wants to play. I get that. He wants to. Of course he does. He's a professional footballer.
Oh, hold on. Let me mud somebody here in the chat. He said Saka. Oh, let me go. He said Saka is desperate to play, but players don't want to be out for three months and then watch from the bench. Hello, this is why I said this before on the panel. I said, why was he not playing with the under 21s before he came back? Why was he not playing consistent? Why are none of our players, every time they go out for extended periods of time, they're not getting game time with the under 21s before they come back into the team? We just drop them right back into the team, back into a competitive situation. And then they get out there, and then in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, they're right back down on the ground. This has been a reoccurring theme with this football club under this manager since he's been here. I can't tell you how many times that I've seen players go out for long-term injuries. I'm talking major injuries. And then you see them just pop back up in the team. When Wenger was here, players will what were players at when Wenger was here? In the under 21s. They would play up 3 or 4 games in the under 21s, get themselves back. You had all our veterans down there playing with under 21, and then they come back into the team because then they're somewhat match fit. He's dropping cold players into a hot game. And then we're asking for them to go out there and do. This manager is at the root of all of this. And what was so good about today's game is there was something good about today's game. Berta was sitting there watching it again. Berta was sitting there again watching it.
The thing is, when we look at what Wenger did, and I'm just going to say this, and then Rachid, you can say whatever you want to say, man. When we had Wenger, we had a squad. Right? Yeah, I was looking at this the other night when I was doing that show with DJB and Kenny. We had a 32-man squad. 32 players. So if we had a player go down with a knee injury or a muscle injury or any description, as you quite rightly just said, they'd get physio operation if necessary. We didn't have great hamstring injuries back then because we had a rotational system. You look at the great teams under Jules Graham, Arsene Wenger, we had a rotational situation. So if a player went down with a twinge on their hamstring or a knee, they were hooked. And they didn't come back on at half time. They were hooked and a sub would come on. The problem is, and it comes back to the same thing every single bloody time, we haven't got the depth of squad.
Nope.
Facts.
I mean, whatever you think, man.
Look, I agree with you, Jez. And you know what the worrying thing is that after spending 800 million, we're a one-man team. That's what worries me. We are a one-man team. Now we're begging for Saka to come back. Like, look, I like Saka. I do. But you're going up against Real Madrid. You're going up against players that score 20+ goals a season. Crazy numbers. Do 56. You know what I'm saying? 43 kind of numbers, Like, I know that Saka's our best player. I know why they're trying to play him because, it scares the opposition. We've got a threat. Now they're thinking about Saka, But honestly, being a one-man team, I don't know why nobody's talking about that. We should talk about that enough. I've seen a lot of people now, they used to tell us, what did they used to tell us? The bench is fixed.
Yeah.
Nobody had a problem with the players. The other day, I was watching that American woman. She was talking to Deluded. Big up Deluded, by the way. She was talking to him, and they were doing like a keep sell kind of thing. Do you know how many players they sold? They wanted to sell. Sorry. Do you know how many? Nearly 12 players, 13 players. They want to sell.
Rachid, how long, Jez? How long have we been saying we need about 8, 9, 10 bodies in this team? We said that over. We said at the end of last season. We need about 8, 9, 10 players. We said on a 24-hour emergency stream with Lee, and we did. We literally went down the team. Yeah, we need about 10, 12 players.
And the quick to move on,
we got 2, and now all of a sudden, like you just said, now everybody's sitting on panels talking about we need 10, 12 players need to be sold. This been like this the entire time. It's been like this. But the fan base en masse didn't see a problem with it. And now all of a sudden,
we're surprised, Matty. We're surprised.
And
guess what? Always surprised.
Rashid, it's going to be the same way on Tuesday. The narrative goes on after Tuesday, and the next game after that is going to be we don't have players good enough to compete with Real Madrid. Well, no shit, Sherlock. We've been telling you that for the whole season. We've been telling you. But now it's going to be made manifest, and then everybody will see it. It's one of these things where we see here now. I'm at the stage now with all this. Just let it happen. You know, it's like with soccer coming back. Okay, soccer's back. Cool. Let's just see how it works out. And then he goes down. I'm just going to sit up and say, well, apparently me, the Jez, Kenny, all of us don't know anything because, you know, we've watched football a while, so we know what happens. You rush a player back. The quicker you rush him back, the quicker you go right back down.
They wanted an apology for Saka coming back and scoring a goal. We want an apology that we told you about players that are not good enough, and you lot told us that they're good. You lot told us that they're good enough to play for this team, and they're not. And then now, you know, obviously it's always, for example, today, did you see our midfield, mate? Did you see our midfield, guys?
Jorginho,
3 DMs, our midfield today. They created buckle.
Yeah, I was like,
zero.
Yeah.
Everything came from the defenders. I said it to Igal right now, and he didn't want to respond to that.
Rashid, and Jez, you know what the crazy part about it was? That team looked no different. And if Odegaard would have played today, it'd have been no different.
Tell me about it.
It'd been the same thing.
Yeah.
What did he need a break?
It's always after. They used to like Ramsdale, and they used to boo Raya.
Yeah.
And then Raya's a top goalkeeper. They forgot about Ramsdale. They got a new toy.
Yep.
It was Zinchenko and then Calafiori.
And nobody. And you talking to a panel that supported Raya, but look at Raya's shambolic performance today in that second half. So what happens on Tuesday night when he does all these all this foolishness? See, I'm telling you, this Real Madrid tie, if it's not Real Madrid, it's going to be the next round. It's going to exploit every bit of our frailties. The further we get in this, the worse it's going to get because we've been winging it. We had a fairly decent group. We were able to get through. Luckily, we didn't have to play Inter Milan twice. You know, we dealt with them. That's another thing that this Champions League format helped us out a little bit too. Because if we would have caught Inter Milan coming before PSV, if we'd have been at the old setup, we would have had a big draw, and you having a whole different discussion. But it favored us this year. I knew at some point it was going to catch us. And when we drew Real Madrid, I said, oh, but this is it. It's finally going to catch us. And we've been telling during the broadcast, I was sitting there. Rashid, you saw it. And I said, well, how many passes? Every time there was an attack, how many passes was on that attack? 1, 2, 3, 1 over the top, 2 down the side. I've been telling y'all, that's what's going to happen on Tuesday. 1 ball over the top, almost a goal. 1 side ball down the flank, goal. Ball over here. It doesn't take long for teams to attack. At least that video of Valencia, it was 3 passes and it was a goal. 3 passes.
I'll put it in the chat for everyone to see in the live chat. It's there. Watch that goal.
3 passes.
How many times do we see that every single week, mate? In every other league.
It takes us 50. That's just to get started. We all watched that game today. How many touches did we have around the back? So then go forward. So it went from the keeper to the left or to the right back, Benjamin, sorry, all the way back out to the left. So then go back to them. So then go into midfield. So then pass all the way up there. To then end up going back to whoever it was. I think it was Marino or Rice. To pass back to Saliba, who passed all the way fucking back to the goalkeeper. We had 71% possession, 1-1, 14 shots on goal. I looked, 14 shots on goal.
Pathetic.
One goal, 14 shots, 71%. One goal.
Pathetic. Very.
That's
And
embarrassing.
it's not even like the goalkeeper had a worldie.
Yeah, that's embarrassingly. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, Matty, Jez, Rachid, Chap, we have sat here time and time and time again watching other leagues, rip our pants down in Europe. Porto, fair enough, we got through. Inter, Atalanta got a draw. Yeah, what phase is he in? Yeah, then we've seen Sporting Lisbon under Ruben Amorim. He then goes to Man United and pulls our pants down again in the FA Cup. We're Man United, they're shit.
10 men.
They're crap, bruv.
10 men.
Monaco back in the day. Yeah, halfway line goals all this from Sporting. But we have seen Villarreal pull our pants down. And these people are sitting all over the fucking internet. Galatasaray, another one. They're sitting, Olympiacos, sorry, not Galatasaray. These people are sitting all over the internet, crying about a referee decision today.
Yeah.
And laughing at Real Madrid. The Cronkies are sitting there like,
We're gonna still be laughing when this tie over with.
bro, that's exactly what I'm saying. 16th, 11 p.m. because it ain't going extra time. Oh, feet. Oh my days.
Look, can I just good comment here in the Fly KG says working yourselves up into a frenzy before the Madrid game is pointless. You can hear the nerves in the panel's voices. That is not true, my friend.
What nerves?
It's not true, because we know we've been here, seen it, and done it. We're not making ourselves up into a frenzy at all, because I know what's going to happen.
We all do.
Been there, seen it, and done it over many, many, many years. I respect your comment, but you're wrong. I'm not getting myself into a frenzy at all.
What does he mean about nerves? Nerves for what? Like, we know we're getting banged. Yeah, whether that's a 1-0 over 2 legs or whether that's a 10-0 over 2 legs or a 5-3 over 2 legs, we are going to get shown levels expeditiously in these 2 games.
Oh, good word.
And we won't win it.
Obviously.
The most important thing.
Exactly. Let's say we beat them. They're all going to be in the chat. See, you lot said this or you lot this. Yeah, why are they more worried about what we're saying rather than actually fucking winning the tournament? Because knowing our luck, it's not even luck. Knowing how this club is, let's say we beat them. I hope we do. We all hope we do. We've never seen the Champions League, for fuck's sake. Let's hope we beat them, yeah? We'll get knocked out to Unai Emery in the next round. Or PSG in the next round. Oh, by the way, PSG have just won a title with Luis Enrique. What phase is he in? What phase is he in, lads? Yeah, he's just won a league title today.
Yeah.
They won today, so they've wrapped up the title. Yeah? Yeah, exactly. My missus said 8-2 over 2 legs.
My missus said last night, after I came off a stream, now
I'm done beaten. Sorry,
my
Joseph.
wife is Arsenal born. Well, she was born in Islington, right opposite the road behind me in Avenel Road. I said to her last night, we've got Real Madrid in the Champions League on Tuesday. Bearing in mind, I told you my grandson's now a Real Madrid supporter.
Big up to him.
And with Brighton as well. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I said to her, who do you think is going to win Tuesday night against Real Madrid? She said, well, James, our grandson, said Real Madrid. I went, well, there you go then.
Yeah. All right, and as for this dickhead, yeah, big up to Sis VP. As for him, mate, he should worry about the bots not turning up on his streams anymore, mate. Him and Goldbitch sat on a stream yesterday for 33 minutes and peaked at 970. Yeah. Meanwhile, I was sat on a stream watching Rayo Vallecano, versus Espanyol on my second channel with 375 people watching, with 415,000 less subs. The bots ain't botting, mate. He can chat as much shit as he wants. He can go fuck himself. Yeah, he's sitting there giving it the big one about robbed. Oh, cheated. The other dickhead, Goldbitch. Oh, the referees have cost Arsenal double digits this season. Really? So is this manager by playing Thomas Partey at right back, mate.
This manager's cost us double titles. How about that?
Thank you.
Triple.
Triple. Yeah, triple.
This manager has won 2. This manager has won 2 FA Cup games in 5 fucking years.
Oh my day.
And that was to Oxford and Crystal Palace. Yeah. Oxford and Crystal Palace, they're the only 2 cup games he's won in the FA Cup since he won the FA Cup. And that was 6 FA Cups ago.
That is the worst record of any Arsenal manager
in history.
Right, it's 1955.
Wow.
That's another record.
There you go. There you go.
But this is where these people spin it, yeah? Because that particular person he's mentioned there, yeah, I've got a clip of him on my phone because he loves to chat bollocks and he thinks he's smarter than the average bear, right? He sits there, right, giving it the big one to me every week that I was doing the shows. Oh, but who could do better? Who could do better? Scary Arsenal. I ain't seen a scary Arsenal fucking title for ages, have we? Yeah. I ain't seen, where's all the scary Liverpool? Liverpool needs to be stopped. Liverpool could get 97 points and all of this. I ain't seen any of them. Oh, why? Because it's Liverpool. Yeah, these men are cottoned on to Arsenal, right? And this is why I get the ump with it. Yeah, cool. Do what you're doing. It's your channel, your content. You can say what you want. Fair play. Yeah, but at the same time, when these people want to sit there and call out the mainstream media, yeah, for doing what they're doing, but then 90% of their content is wrapped around mainstream media, right? And they're calling out Simon Jordan. They're calling out fucking Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville. But then they're doing exactly the same as what they're doing with their narratives, spinning everything, right? They're spinning everything. Why complain about a draw if you ain't going to win the Prem? Not complaining about a draw. I couldn't give a fuck. I didn't even want to watch the game, mate.
No.
Yeah, couldn't care less.
It's the game, it's the tactics, it's the players. What am I watching? 3 DMs. What am I watching? Why? For what? And you know that they're going to play a low block, and you played them before, and you played Newcastle before, and you played all these teams that keep beating you the same way, and you keep playing the same way. And then we've got a dressing room that are all the players that are all happy to be there. Because let's be real. Let's be real. Apart from Saka and Saliba, sorry. Apart from Saliba, Saka, and Gabriel, who can play for a better team than Arsenal? Who really can play for a better team than Arsenal? No one.
Kieran Tierney.
Kieran Tierney.
He's going to go back to Celtic. He's going to go and win another title next season.
He's balanced. Like, he can defend and go forward. This is very rare. Usually left backs or right backs either are good going forward, can't defend, or can defend, can't go forward. So that's something he has. But my point is, Lee, is that most of the players can't go to any team that's better than Arsenal. Let's be real. It's not like Real Madrid. Real Madrid have players that can go to like a Bayern Munich and City as soon as they sell them. But you know what I'm saying? It's just we don't have talent. We don't have that talent. We spent 110 million on a player. I expected a baller that can defend, attack, go forward, do everything. That's what I expected.
I keep telling y'all, when we bought Declan Rice, and Leah remember this, and I always say, well, that January, what did West Ham ask for? They asked for 75 million. They said, no, we're not going to pay that. And then in the summer, we paid 110 million.
We kept good relations for Caicedo and never went back for him.
So just think about that. That's why I said just think about that. They said 75. They was going to release him, let him go.
Yeah, Ornstein said that.
Yeah, and then 110 million in the summer is what we end up paying. Well, Rice is really, in all actuality, he's a $45 million player.
Mate, the whole thing's a scam. I'm telling you right now, yeah. These mainstream media bods that sit there, right? I don't know who this Lucy Ward is that gave Kivior man of the match today, right? But that's all been done to gaslight Arsenal fans into believing they have a chance against Madrid.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh, don't worry about Gabriel being injured. They got Kivior. He was man of the match today.
Okay.
Fuck off. Cool. Let's see what he does against Mbappe.
He'll be man of the match on Tuesday. He'll be the man that's going to cost us the match on Tuesday.
Let's see what he does on Tuesday. I'm telling you now, yeah, right? Most of the people, I said this so many times, and listen, that ain't meaning that my opinions, that it's an opinion. Most of the people that sit there slagging off Real Madrid, yeah, they don't watch them every week, yeah. And I said this with Rance yesterday, right? They are the only club, maybe Inter as well. Yeah, they're probably the only 2 clubs that I can think right now off the top of my head. And yesterday, I can't think of another one. Maybe there is. Chat, help out. They're the only 2 clubs that they don't give a fuck what it looks like. They're just going to win. Yeah, cool. They've lost today. Fantastic. Well done. Give them okay. Well done, Valencia. Fantastic. Yeah, cool. Great winner. Right. In fact, the first goal was sick as well. Fantastic. Yeah. But now you look at it and you go, they don't give a fuck, bro. Do you know why? They don't care. They're not there to entertain you. They're there to win trophies. Ancelotti has openly said 1 billion times here over the years. Yeah, in fact, he said last season and this season, right? They asked him last season about Arda Güler. Yeah, how comes you're not playing Arda Güler so much, and how comes some of the youngsters are not getting game time? He went, I'm not here to play kids. I'm here to win trophies. When's our manager ever going to say that? Yeah, Barcelona have got the youngest team in the league. They're top of it. They've won a trophy, yeah, in the first season. And they're still in the Champions League. They're going to wallop up Dortmund on Wednesday. And they're in a Copa del Rey final. He has factually outdone Arteta already. Yeah, because he's got to 2 finals. He's won 1. So did Arteta. Yeah, he's currently top of the league. Remains to be seen whether he wins it. It's looking like he might. Yeah, Real Madrid dropped points today. Atleti are out of it. So now it's down to Barca to beat Betis later. Yeah, but he's got to 2 finals in his first season. They can't say he inherited a world-class squad. Can't say that. Can't say that, can you? Because none of these men were sitting there rating Kubasi as one of the best centre-backs in the world last year. I sat here and everyone else was sitting there going, Lewandowski's washed, including Barca fans. He's finished. Well, he's got him bagged 25 league goals this season. Yeah. Rafinha was stinking the gaff out last season. Now look at him. Ferran Torres is a scrub, but now look at him. He's still scoring goals. Yeah. Frankie de Jong can't stay fit. They weren't rating all these players, bro. Yamal, cool. I'll give you that one. Pedri, cool. Yeah, even Gavi, if you want to shoehorn him in. Yeah, they weren't rating Koundé because he's shit. They weren't rating Arejo. Now they've got Szczesny in goal. So what phase is he fucking in then? Yeah, and he's up against the biggest club in the world. So what phase is he in? What are we doing here? No, it's embarrassing, bro. Yeah, Austin Trusty is about to win a domestic fucking treble at Celtic.
Yeah.
Do you remember Young Project, Lee? Do you remember Young Project? And we have to believe that it's a young project. It takes time. We waited and waited and waited. Yep. In it, Lee. Like we waited and waited and waited. Like we've been so patient with this guy. Like, why are we doing this? None of the players that he bought. First of all, he doesn't rate them. So I don't know why he bought them. Maybe it's a money laundering thing. I don't know. What is this? Like, why would you buy players that you would never play? And then, no. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why would you buy players that obviously are going to be bench players? They might play some games, and you might need them in some competitions because you're going to play 4 competitions. You can't play with 11 players only. It's impossible. Or 14. It's impossible. Somebody's going to get injured. So when you do need them, why is everybody saying, "Oh, we don't rate Kivior, we don't want him in the centre back"? Well, why did you accept him being bought in the first place? Do you know what I'm saying? Why? Why did you call it out? Say, in it, Matty.
You go along to get along. That's exactly what. Just go along to get along. If the manager wants him, I want him. That's what they say. Back the player. He signed for the club now. Fabio Vieira, Kivior,
Laconga.
Pablo Marie, Calafiore, Marquinhos. These are all players that these folks William.
Sterling.
Hell with it. He left. William said the hell with it.
Pablo Marie.
Sterling.
Cedric
David
Suarez.
Luiz.
Suarez. Thank you, Lee. Suarez. Out on loan. Buy him. Send him out on loan. Bring him back to sit on the bench. El Nene. Could have sold him. Could have moved him out the door. No.
Fabio Vieira.
Yeah.
You know.
35 million. That ain't spoken about enough.
Yeah. Hey, Jesus. Injured every year he's been at the football club. Every year he's been here, he's been habitually injured. 52 million. 52 million was spent on him. 52 million.
Havertz,
man. A $21 million, $20 million player, 65 million, 264,000 pounds a week to do nothing. To score you 12 goals. 11 goals.
Pathetic.
I could get a random Donny from Poland, a striker from Poland that can score you 10 goals.
You can go get DJ.
Come on, what are we doing here?
12 goals. DJ B out of retirement to go score 12 goals.
Exactly. Let's get DJB on the pitch.
I mean,
That's
it's a
madness.
joke. It's a flat out joke. And to be sitting here going into year 6, and then we're going to get Real Madrid on Tuesday. Now, I told the guys this yesterday. This is why I'm so mad about the situation. Is that if you would have done what you were supposed to do this summer, you were in for the Carabao Cup. All right. You look at how the FA Cup played out this year. If you'd had the team worth a damn, we'd be in for the FA. You'd probably be in for the FA Cup. Then you see how the Champions League played out. Well, if you had your ducks in a row, you might actually be able to have a shot at the Champions League. But you're ill prepared. You're ill prepared. So you combine that with the injuries, it's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for disaster. And all of us have called it since day one, since this season started. Me and Lee started in preseason. Oh, they complaining about the season. They even started yet.
Yeah, Liverpool game. What was it? Liverpool game. Liverpool.
How's it working out now, Lee? How's it working out?
Mate, we've predicted, 85% of how the season goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people still fucking want to doubt us and say we're negative and we're this and we're that. And
Where's
we're
the
this and we're that.
apology? Where's the
Oh,
apology?
fuck their apologies. They can all suck their mums, bruv. I don't give a fuck. No, I don't care, bruv. Yeah, F their apologies, yeah? This facade is coming to an end real soon, mate. Yeah? And I swear down, yeah, if we beat Real Madrid, watch this fan base go fucking delirious. My chat will be lighting up with wankers in the chat. Going, oh, what you telling us now? What you telling us now? What you telling us now? Cool. Come back to me when the final wins. Yeah, because we ain't winning it. Let's say we beat them. Cool. Well, you lot have been telling us all fucking season they're crap. So we should beat them then. Yeah,
Today was the
they
worst
don't
game.
watch it. They don't watch them, bro.
Today's game against Valencia was the worst thing that could happen because they're going to be pissed like a hornet come Tuesday.
Mate, I watched the whole game. Yeah, they fucking hammered them, mate. Yeah, absolutely battered them. And Mbappe was on smoke today. Yeah, he should have had about 4 or 5 goals, but the goalkeeper was fucking unplayable, mate. Honestly, that goalkeeper was unplayable today. Yeah, some of the saves he made. When Vinny Jr. scored, yeah, funny enough, that was off a corner. A flick on. Mr. Tony Adams, yeah, the Steve Bold Adams fucking 1-2, Bosh, and Vinny fucking taps it in. Do you know what he did? Didn't go shamelessly knee sliding into the fucking ultras. Yeah. Didn't give it all the fucking waves and the fucking come on and shush and calmers and all that. No. That was 1-1. He got the ball out the back of the net. He didn't even do that, mate. Got the ball out the back of the net, put it under his arm and just jog straight back to the halfway line, put it down and said, let's go. Let's go. If that's fucking Declan Rice, he's giving it all that at Old Trafford saying, fuck off, man. They have different mentality. Bro, they were getting booed most of the game.
True.
They got booed at the end. They got booed at half time. They got booed in the first half. They got booed in the second half. This team has won major honours, bro. And they're getting booed. You're right. That's the worst thing that could have happened to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worst thing that could have happened to them.
This is not the first time I've told you this season, Lee. This is the worst thing that could have happened. I told you about it in Newcastle. And I'm telling you about that Real Madrid. Real Madrid are going to come. They're going to be upset. Oh, we shouldn't have lost that game this weekend. We'll take it out on Arsenal.
Yeah, Vinny's penalty was shocking. I don't know why he doesn't just let Mbappe take penalties, man. Like, Mbappe's taken fucking 3 in a World Cup final. Like, Vinny misses all the time. It makes no sense. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. And this is the thing, yeah. Ancelotti's been around the block a long time. Yeah. Ancelotti's been a manager, fucking multiple different teams around Europe. He's managed some of the best players you'll ever see in your life. Yeah, if you're old enough to have seen them. However, yeah, this manager is getting schooled by fucking David Moyes. Yeah, Sean Dyche, Dean Smith's Aston Villa 3-0. Yeah, Graham Potter. Yeah, who else to be? Fucking Newcastle. What's his name?
Hey,
fucking Eddie Howe.
Moyes has been around the block, and he's a European Cup winner.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. I swear to God, yeah. These men are in for a big shock, yeah. But the way we're going to play that game on Tuesday is going to be disgusting to watch. Yeah,
the brother was it Brian? Who's the manager that's 30 years old that did Arteta this year?
Oh, what's his name? Yeah, he's about 30, 31.
The chatter know exactly what I'm talking about. The cat that's in his 30s, like 33.
The Zerbi.
No. Well, he done him as well. 3-0 at the Emirates.
Yeah.
3-0 at the Emirates. They were walking out at 2-0. Do you remember? The best season we've ever had, apparently.
The Brighton manager.
Fabian Herzig.
Yeah. Twice.
Yeah, Lopetegui's done him. And we're sitting there going, yo, yeah, pray for Madrid. Cool. The worst thing that could have happened today, yeah, was them losing. Yeah, for multiple reasons. Number one, they're going to be a fucking wounded animal. Yeah, when was the last time Real Madrid... Does anyone actually know this? Yeah? When was the last time Real Madrid actually lost back-to-back games in all comps? There's like a league game, then a cup game, or 2 league games. When was the last time they actually lost back-to-back games? I don't know.
It's been a while. I can tell you that. It's been a while.
I genuinely have no idea the last time they lost back-to-back league game or back-to-back games in general.
Yeah, it's been a while. I was like, it's been a while.
Because normally when they lose a league game, the guys win the next game.
Because they know the ground's on them. And they lost ground on the title. So they're going to be very upset Tuesday night.
2015. Fucking hell.
So it's been a while.
So they ain't losing on Tuesday then, are they?
So
the last time they lost back-to-back games was fucking 10 years ago.
Madness.
That is crazy. Is that true?
And the fans probably lost their shit. They
Why
probably
do you think they've gone 10 years without losing back-to-back games, Rachid? Yeah, the fans are killing, bruv. The fans will be on the pitch weighing them in.
Bro.
Now, when was the last time? I genuinely don't know.
It's been a minute.
You man are saying 1899. Get out of it, man. It weren't 1899. Stop being silly. Barca and Milan this season.
1863.
Is it Barca and Milan this season? I don't know. These men are all saying 1899. I don't know where you're making that up from.
They're making that up. There's no way. 22.
Get out of it, man.
22, 23. It's been a while. I feel like this.
No, I'm talking all competitions, not back-to-back league games. I'm talking like League, Champions League, Copa del Rey, League, whatever, all of them. Super Copa, back-to-back 2024, yeah? Who was that against? Who was that against? Milan and Barca. This season, yeah? I genuinely can't remember.
But you know what? Because Barca did turn them over. So
Barca slapped him 4-0. Fucking hammered him. Then they slapped him in the cup as well in the final.
Might have been that Milan.
Yeah, Milan did do him. Yes, you're right. Didn't Pulisic score in that game?
So October last year.
So was that October then?
24.
4-0 and 3-1. Barca and Milan. Fairs. Okay, when was the time before that? When was the time before that then? So that was October. That was October. Yeah. We're now in April. They ain't lost back-to-back games since. When was the last time before that they lost back-to-back games?
23 League Cup versus Barcelona. Cup and League versus Barcelona.
This is crazy, bro. This is actually wild, isn't it? And people want to sit there, yeah, chatting absolute bollocks. Like, it's mad. It's mad. Do you know what? The thing is, I don't even think it's going to be a cricket score when they play us.
No, it's going to be more like 4-2, 4-1. What do I tell you? 4-2, 4-1. We'll get a goal at home. We'll get the header. Soccer might score one. Ethan might score one. And then when we go to the Bernabeu, they'll straighten us out.
Yep. Valencia and City. Big up Tao in the chat as well. Love, brother. Come on.
Leo,
love.
I'm going to get ready to scoop, brother.
Yeah, man. I know you're busy working, man.
Good to see you, my friend. Rachid, much love. Chat, much love. Hey, man. Brace yourselves for impact. That's all I'm going to say.
No. Pray for Madrid, mate.
You pray, do a lot of praying. Tomorrow's Sunday. Start now. You need to start because there'll be a lot of prayer needed for that game on Tuesday.
Big up Matty every time.
Need to go find a shaman too while you at it. some real dark arts.
Yeah, proper. Do you know what I'm saying? No, this is crazy, man. I can't lie. This is mad.
All right, Chad.
Have a nice weekend, Matty. Love always, man.
All right.
Take care, brother.
Pick up, Matty.
No, that's crazy. So they've only lost, yeah, back-to-back games twice in the last 2 years. That's actually wild. Twice in the last 2 years. Yeah, that's actually crazy. That is actually crazy. I can't lie. Yeah, we're dusted. One second, let me just send this text, guys.
What I've got is 2023, 24. They went 2 losses in all competitions.
Oh, yeah. That was both to Atleti.
Yeah.
Both to Atleti in the cup and in the league.
Yeah. 4-2 and 2-1.
Yep, that was at Atleti both times.
Yeah.
So then this season they've lost to Barca and then Milan back to back. But them 2 games that they lost, in fact, them 2 games they lost in the league, sorry,
And they
that season, were not back to back, and that was both to Atleti.
Then they went on a 22 game winning streak.
Yeah, 22 games after that they won, yeah. But them 2 games they lost in the league that season were both to Atleti. That was the season, that was last season when Girona. Oh, he should have buried that. It should have been 2-0. Yeah, that was when Girona were top of the league. Yeah, and fucking the only team to beat Madrid that season in the league was Atleti, home and away. Yeah, and then they won the Champions League. I think they went unbeaten in that. Yeah, they won the Copa del Rey, and they won the league. They lost the Super Cup. Did they lose the Super Cup? I remember Vinny scored a hat-trick in the Super Cup that slapped Barca up, but that wasn't that same season, I don't think. I can't remember. Fucking, I've watched so much football over the years, I can't remember, mate. Mad. Actually mad. But yeah, either way, we are fucked. We are fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, at the end of the day, we got a little bit of hope.
Oh, no, actually, hold on. They won the Super Cup, but not the... No, they didn't win the Copa del Rey. I've got it mixed up. Bilbao won the Copa del Rey. Thank you. Bilbao won the Copa del Rey. Because Atleti... Was it Atleti that knocked him out? Or was it Sociedad? Who knocked him out of that fucking Copa del Rey? Somebody knocked him out of the Copa del Rey. I can't remember. They won the Super Copa by slapping up Barca. Vinny scored a hattie. They won the league and the Champions League. Yeah, and they only lost 2 league games. And they only lost that Copa del Rey game. So they only lost 3 games. I think it might have been Sociedad. You might be right. I think it was Sociedad. But either way, they barely lose football matches. That's the point. How many have they lost this season in the league?
I think after they've lost today against Valencia, there'll be a wounded animal. And it's the Champions League. They're not going to be taking this lightly.
Yeah, it's bad. No, it's crazy. They've lost 5 league games this season. Let's have a look who they've lost to. So they lost today to Valencia, sorry. Valencia. Right, they have lost to Betis. That was the other week. They've lost to... Who else? Espanyol 1-0. Who else they lost to? Barca, obviously. Who's the other one? Some random team at the beginning of the season, wasn't it? Who was the other one? Was it Atleti? No, Bilbao in December. They're the teams they've lost to this season. They're the teams they've lost to this season. I mean, because they concede quite a lot of goals. This is why people are sit there and they'll just look at the table and go, yeah, they're not that good. You know, they've conceded quite a lot of goals this season. They've conceded 31 goals in 30 games. Yeah, which, let's be real, is not good, is it? However, they've scored 63. Obviously, Barca have fucking pammed 82 already. Yeah, but Barca have lost 5 games as well this season. And so whilst everyone's giving it the Bertie about Barca, yeah, they've both lost 5 games this season. The difference is Barca wallop teams. Like, they'll slap 7 past you. Yeah, Barca have got a game in hand. If they win that, which they probably should beat Betis tonight, yeah, they'll go 6 points clear. There's still 8 games to play, and they've got to play each other. So that ain't over yet. Let's just be real with it. That still ain't over yet. I don't know.
Real Madrid's an attacking team, Lee. It's kind of like, you remember Liverpool. Liverpool were kind of like that. They would concede, but they'll score more. They'll outscore you. So they'll concede 2, but they'll score 4. Do you know what I'm saying? And let's be real, like, going forward, we're shit going forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you see our goals? They're all jammy and set pieces, and do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we might score 1, we might score 2, but I'm sorry, man. If you
what a fucking goal Celta Vigo just scored. Oh my fucking days. No. Then this goalkeeper's fucking lit as well. What a fucking goal. Both of the goals in this game have been lit. Yo, I swear down there, that goal, fuck off, mate. Martinelli ain't scoring that. Saka could potentially score. Yeah, this Alphon fucking geezer scored a bagsman goal the other day as well. What's a goal he scored the other day? Yeah, he scored a bad boy goal. We watched the game, guys. Yeah, this Alphon Gonzalez or whatever the fuck his name is. Alfonso Gonzalez or Hernandez or whatever the fuck is. What a fucking goal that is. Now, that goal was crazy, bro. Nah, the whip on that shot, mate. And this goalkeeper for Mallorca's cold. Yeah, that's a great goal, mate. No keeper in the world saves that. That goal was crazy. Now, both of the goals in this game have been lit. This football match has been lit. We sat there and bored out of our box today watching Arsenal-Everton.
Yeah.
Everton-Arsenal. Yeah, I'm sitting there watching Mallorca-Celta Vigo. Yeah, and it's been a better game than all of the fucking last 5 games I've watched in the Prem or the Cup. Yeah, Brighton Forest was shit. Yep. Who else did I watch after that? The Man City game was shit. Yeah, Liverpool was shit against Everton. Chelsea Spurs was shit. Arsenal today was shit. This game's better than all of them. The game yesterday was better than all of them. Yeah, the fucking last game I did in this league was better than them. Get out of here, man. Nah, seriously, man. You lot need to start watching this league. Fuck that Premier League off, man. It's dead. I said Gonzalez or Hernandez. I can't remember his name, bruv. I can't remember his name. I genuinely can't remember his name. Is it Gonzalez? He scored a banger the other day. Absolute banger the other day. Sign him up, left winger. Yeah, he's better than Martinelli. Sign him up. Yeah, and this is why, right? Matty had a good point, yeah. When we were talking about, Valencia got the win today. Blah, blah, blah. It's like they're used to playing against them. Yeah, it is Gonzalez, guys. See, I fucking know what I'm talking about. Alfonso Gonzalez, guys. Is he a market opportunity, do you reckon, lads?
Not for us.
There's a lot of opportunities out there. We just pick the wrong ones. That's all it is.
And overpay for him.
Oh, fact.
I don't know if it's going to happen anymore. That's my big thing. With this, Andrea Berta's come in. Right now, he's sitting quiet. Yeah, he's just sitting there looking. He was at the game today. They put the camera on him. I don't know. Of course, none of us know, but I've not seen any communication face to face between him and our manager. And he didn't look impressed again today. I see him the other night when we played. He didn't look impressed. So I reckon this guy is just, he's like, how can I describe him?
How can I describe you?
He's like sitting there. He's like a spider in the web, isn't he? He's sitting there. He's watching, see what's going down, and reporting back, doing his homework, seeing and thinking.
Yep.
It's going to be very interesting. I reckon Arteta, personally, that he's sitting there thinking, eyes on my back.
And they never mentioned him in the press. He never mentioned in the press conference about Berta. Never mentioned about Berta in the press conference. Never got asked a question about it.
Nelson, how would you know, Jez? You're not in the.
That goal was cold.
I'm not saying I am, you Mel. What I'm saying is, I'm watching what I'm seeing. I've never said I was in the boardroom. I've never said I know what's going on. But, keep defending Arteta, fella. Keep doing it.
Celta in again here. Look at that. First time cross.
You do. You don't know any more than I do. But I'll tell you one thing I do know is I know a lot about football, and I've seen this club, and I know things work.
Well, we've watched it, Jez. This fucking Mallorca Celta game's cracking, by the way. Oh, you should have buried that. End to end. Why are they still attacking? They're away from home, 1-1. Just no.
Yeah,
he sweated the fucking steward on the back of the head with the ball that went wide. The steward sat there facing the fucking crowd. The ball's gone wide and sweated the steward on the back of the head at 100 miles an hour.
I'd be pissed.
I swear down, it sweated him on the back of the head. No, that's hilarious.
This Villa Nottingham Forest game's quite decent.
Yo, big up Said. Yeah, they might come back and win. What phrase are they in? All right, big up Said. Said. There's no. Get out of here, man. Bro, they've been looking average for about 5 years, mate, and they still keep winning. It's not an accident. It's not an accident, bro. I swear down. Yeah, he's gaslighting. Of course he is. Get out of his side, man. Yeah, he's proper hype. Nah, get out of here, bro. You've seen Real Madrid cook your entire life. You've seen them cook your entire life, bro. Yeah, playing shit.
Oh, God, you got to love them, haven't you?
By the way, Takuma Asano. Do you remember him? He used to play for Arsenal.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's just been subbed off for Real Mallorca.
Real Mallorca. Nice place, Mallorca.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Palmer's lovely. Yeah, Cala Dior. Right, look, Celta again. This geezer's a baller, bro. This Alphon Gonzalez is a baller. This game's end to end. You guys need to get this game on. Now, real talk though, lads. Yeah, right. Even if we beat them, we ain't winning the fucking competition. So who cares? And this is the problem, yeah, with overhyping shit. Yeah, it's the problem with fucking this fan base. Yeah, that if we beat Madrid, even just one leg,
do you want to hear
that's enough for this lot.
Lee, do you want to hear a funny story about Mallorca?
Go on.
Right, we went on holiday there 12 years ago, something like that, for 10 days, and we were going over to meet some friends. Got to the airport at Mallorca, right, got off the plane, went to get my bag. I went, yeah, that's my bag. Picked it up, going through customs, sniffer dog. People pulled me aside and they said, "Is your bag?" I went, "Yeah, that's my bag." And I got taken into a room, right? And these police, security, whatever you want to call them, will open your bag up. And they said, "Have you got the key for the padlock?" I said, "Yeah, I have here. It's here. Look. Wouldn't open it up. So they cut it off. There was drugs in it.
Huh?
There was drugs in it.
He was a drug mule, a drug baron. Just said a drug baron.
I said, "Well, this can't be my bag because it's full of women's clothing."
Where are we going with this, Jez?
You get me?
It was like, "This ain't my bag. This ain't my bag. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same bag as mine. Like, you know, them holdall things like you walk around with.
Yeah.
Exactly the same as mine. Right? And I'd picked up the wrong fucking bag. And I was like, well, it ain't mine. I don't wear thongs and all that. Right? And they're going, but, and they would not have it.
Why are you gay?
Would not have it for 4 fucking hours. And eventually, right, my bag turned up on a different flight.
No way.
Yep.
So you could have been serving time, Jezza.
And I
That's a penalty. Wait, freaky.
Anyway, in this bag was marijuana. Right. I was like, I don't smoke marijuana. And they were like, wouldn't have it. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. And eventually it all got sorted out. The bag went off. I got my right bag. The wife was going bastard mental. And like, it's like, not a good day out at all.
Well, starts in the holiday.
Yeah, lovely. Great time.
Rubber glove time.
And I'm like, and they, I won't lie to you, right? They wanted to do a body search.
No.
I was like, no. I said, look, this ain't my bag, guys. Come on. I've made a mistake. I've picked up the wrong bag. There wasn't a lot of marijuana in it. I was just like, come on, guys. You know, and I said, look, you know, I'm near on holiday. Oh, they were fuckers, man. They were fuckers. They really were bastards. Jesus Christ. I'm never going back there again, ever.
I don't blame you, Jezza. Fucking, they're accusing you of being a transvestite fucking drug mule.
Well, that was the worst. It'd have been a drug
He's
mule.
moving weight.
Yeah. His man shot in his international, you know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, just that's crazy.
I've got myself in trouble over the years, but for fuck's sake, I'm
I'll be
not.
1 second, yeah.
I never do that sort of shit. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. Oh dear.
Facts, man. Rogers apparently is balling.
Hey, what?
Rogers apparently is balling for Villa.
Yeah, I'm watching it. It's a good game.
Just on planes every week. What's the man them saying? What one chat?
Any
What's the
wigs
chat
in
saying?
it. Ah, I love it. Any wigs in there.
Yeah. Jez, do you ever do mushrooms?
No, I'm not into that stuff, man.
No.
No, I eat.
Okay.
No. I've never been into that sort of shit, man. Never. I'll tell you, I lie to you. When I was 18, 19, I went to the Reading Rock Festival, and there was 8 of us, and we went and we got and met some people, and they were smoking stuff, and I gave it a go. I'll be honest with you, I didn't enjoy the experience. And
Did you get paranoid there, Jez? Did you get paranoid?
No, I just felt sick.
Oh, okay.
It made me feel really sick. And I just wanted to go to sleep. I felt really sick. I didn't enjoy the experience, and that was my only ever experience. And I'd never, ever again. Nah, not me. I'd rather have a drink. To be honest.
Yeah, I guess so. Everybody enjoys something, but yeah. Was that hash? People are saying, was that hash? Or was it weed?
No idea what it was. It was just a bag of stuff, and yeah, it was nothing to do with me, and it's a horrible experience. Actually, it's really scary. Actually, I'm like, the wife had to piss off out the airport. I'm left on my own, right? I don't speak Spanish, and they brought this fella in who spoke English, and he said, "Yo, you imported this," and I said, "That's the wrong bag, man." I said, "It's the wrong bag. It's not my bloody bag. I picked the wrong one up. I've got a key for a padlock, but it don't fit." So he cut it off and opened it up, and it's like all this woman's clothing, you know. And then this guy said to me, "Well, what's this bag?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. It's not mine." I said, "It's not my bag, you know." And he said, "Well, you have to have a body search." And I was like, "What?" This is like 2 hours later. I mean, it was pretty intense. And then the police brought in my bag, which I could open with a padlock. No, it's about 4 hours actually. I said, "That's my bag. Look," you know. And honestly, it was identical. The bags were identical. Stupid thing for me, naivety. I never, ever looked rightly at the tag. The thing is, that bag was on the same flight I was on, but my bag was put on the wrong flight, and it turned up 2 hours later.
Madness. Just moving away. That's crazy.
That's my
But
life.
yeah, Mems is saying Rachid Raya is getting lobbed in one of the legs versus Madrid at a 40-year-old Modric if Raya continues with his halfway line antics. Listen, this Raya, it's been recent. I think he started doing it this season or halfway through the season. I think it's because of the high line, and he's trying to be behind the defenders just in case they get lobbed. But I don't agree with it. I don't want him anywhere around the high line. But he can get lobbed. Yeah, Modric is a baller, man. Real Madrid have so many ballers. Like, even Valverde, long shot. Like you said, Jack, big up to you, bro. They have so many ballers. Vinny, Mbappe, anybody can lob him. But yeah, Mems is saying, do you think Saka should be rested until preseason starts because he's Not fully fit. Nah, play him. Play him so these guys know that it doesn't make a difference. And when he gets injured, I want everybody to say, I apologize. We were wrong. You get me? There's walking go, guys.
Yeah, it's true. I agree with you on that. I'm not sure about him today. When at the end of the game, man, he had a little bit of a limp there. That's not.
That's
good.
a problem. That's the problem. I'll be real, because if Saka's limping and you're forcing him to play, that could be another year.
Yeah,
Innit, Jez?
and
That could be another year.
Yeah, well, look. The thing is, man, you know, if you've got come back from a major injury like that, it's a big injury. Let's put it right. Yeah, and you're already feeling a little bit of a knock or tightening, I think is the right word. Then you got to say, nah, you ain't playing no more, fella. That's it. You're not playing no more. Fuck off. And go and rest. Do whatever you want to do. Go on holiday with your girlfriend, you know, whatever, and just we'll see you next year.
Yeah,
but of course he wants to get into the England squad, doesn't he? Of course he does. I get that. I understand.
Same with Odegaard, wasn't it? Odegaard wanted to play that game against Chelsea so he could play for Norway to help qualify him in the Nations League.
I understand.
Which gets him to the World Cup qualifiers, playoff, and the Euros playoffs. So when our fans sit there going, oh, these are relevant Nation League games, well, for Norway, they're not irrelevant. Yeah, because if they top their group in the Nations League, they qualify for the, they get into a playoff for the Euros, which will get him into the Euros. And the World Cup that he's never qualified in before.
Do you remember that time when Vieira, right, tore his calf? He injured his calf, right? And Arsene Wenger, basically, he had to go off and get rest and rehabilitation, blah, 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 blah. He came back, played 10 minutes, I think it was, against Bolton. And Wenger pushed him off and said, yeah, you ain't ready. We didn't see him for another 2 months. Because he said, basically, you're not ready.
But he had the squad, Jez. Well, this guy doesn't have the squad. This guy wanted...
But people won't admit that is his bloody problem. He caused this. He's caused this problem by... We could have had a couple of players this season. Smith Rowe, for example, that we didn't need to sell. We didn't have... It wasn't we were selling them for money. We could have had them, right? And we could have played them this year. But he sold them because he's an impetuous little prick.
And he got a Sterling, Jez. He expected Sterling to be... Exactly. He expected Sterling to play just in case Saka or Martinelli gets injured or Trossard. So Sterling was the option. It's madness.
How'd you get rid of Smith Rowe, Vieira? Who else did you get rid of? Marquinhos.
And Nelson.
Reece Nelson and Eddie Nketiah, and replace him with Raheem Sterling.
Oh my days. That's players.
That's what he's done. That's what he's done.
One player for 4.
Yep. Who's played 260 minutes of football before Saka got injured. Oh, what a fucking goal. Oh my days, bro. I swear, what a goal from Celta Vigo. Mate, that fucking finish is cold. Now, you think I'm gassing? You always think I'm gassing it up. The cross and the volley is insane, bruv. Fer Lopez, is that a market opportunity? Anyone watching this game, Adam, you're watching it. Please tell him, am I lying? That goal was crazy. That's the best one I've seen today. Let me watch this again. One time, then he crossed it on the run. Oh, that's a sick finish, man. That goal was the best goal I've seen today. Ball over the top, on a volley, sideways, falling backwards. Bang, bottom corner. Martin Odegaard couldn't make that pass, by the way, just to let you know. And 29 would have fucking missed the ball. Yeah, I swear down, this league. Crazy. All right, Rachid, I know you've got to go, brother. But shout your channel out, my bro. What you got coming up, man? Pause.
Hey, it's Arsenal Revolution TV. Come catch us on a build up to the game to Real Madrid. We're gonna do like a 1 hour after obviously we see the lineups and everything. We're gonna be talking about it. It's gonna be me, Views, and Lion Tech. You guys are gonna meet them on on Tuesday. Always lovely to thanks for having me on. Always lovely to chat to you, Jez, Matty, the whole team. But yeah,
Nah, come on.
Everybody out. Everyone out. That's what I'm gonna say. Everyone out.
Wow. Everyone.
Facts.
Peace out. Peace out. Big up to the chat as well. Big up to the chat. The chat is elite. The chat is elite. I love the
Yeah,
community.
come
man.
on. Yeah, bless up
I
the
swear.
spin play. Yeah, he's in Saka's corner. Can't beat the first man. He's our savior. Thanks. Absolute facts. Couldn't be the first man. And now, Rachid, have a nice weekend, my bro. Tuesday.
Thank you. You too.
Buckle up, my friend.
Mm.
We've
We're
got the
for a long
wounded
journey.
animal. We've got the wounded animal coming to the Emirates, bruv. But don't worry. Pray for Madrid.
Facts.
Bless up, bruv. Take care, man. Jez, I don't know if you're watching this game yet, but oh my days, mate.
No, I'm watching Villa against Forest, mate.
So that's still 2-2. What 2-1, sorry.
Villa, mate, look a pretty decent team, to be honest.
They got good players. Yeah, Donnell Malin scores again, yeah? Okay, cool. Market opportunity. Used to play for us.
Yeah, I mean, Forest, I'm not knocking Forest at all. Yeah, fair play to their manager with what he's done this season from where they were last season. He's got some shape in them and he's sorted out their defence. But Villa, they look decent. They look proper decent.
Yeah, but this is the thing, Jez. Look at their midfield. They've got a fuck ton of midfielders that can play football.
Yeah.
They've got a load of midfielders that can play football, Jez. Let me have a look at their team. They're 11. So their midfield today, Anana, 50 mil. Tillemans was free. Asenzo on loan. Morgan Rogers was 16 mil. So far, we're up to 66 mil. Donnell Malin, how much they pay for him? Chat, help me out. How much they pay for Donnell Malin? 20 mil? 23 mil?
Hello. Oh, fucking hell.
How much they pay for Donnell Malin, guys? Yeah, so far we're up to 66 mil, 25 mil, 22 mil. Let's say 25, yeah? Right, so that's what, fucking 91 million. Their entire midfield that started the game, 91 million, yeah? Then you look at the bench. John McGinn was 2.7. Let's say 3. Let's say 3 million, yeah? All right, what are we doing here? That's 94 mil. Jacob Ramsey came through their academy, I think. Yeah, so then they got, how much was Kamara? Did he come through the academy? I'm pretty sure he came through the academy, right? Boubacar Kamara, did he come through the academy?
Don't know.
Kamara was Marseille. How much they pay for him? Kamara was for Marseille. Oh, he was a free transfer. A free fucking hell, Jez. Their entire midfield with their bench midfielders cost 94 fucking million quid. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 midfielders cost less than 100 million quid. Yeah, and we paid that on Declan Rice.
We paid 105 for Declan Rice.
That's embarrassing. Yeah, they got a Senzo on a free, well, on a loan. Morgan Rogers for 16 M's. Donnell Malin 20 odd M's. Tillemans on a free. Anana 50 mil. Yeah, and then they got John McGinn for 2. He's a baller, that John McGinn. Jacob Ramsey Academy. Kamara on a free. His fucking talent ID is crazy. Yeah, he picks out better players. Yeah, that all end up doing shit, bruv. He's got Disassi and Tyrone Mings as a centre-back pairing. Disassi, that guy's shit. He was a scrub at Chelsea. He's got him on the fucking loan, didn't he? Or did he buy him? Yeah, Monchi was at Sevilla with him, wasn't he? That sporting director. He's quality. Yeah, he's quality. Yeah, John McGinn's mad underrated, man. Because he's ugly. That's what it is. He looks like Quasimodo. They don't rate him. Don't fancy him. They don't rate him. 94 million quid for 8 midfielders. That's crazy.
Thing is, Rashford here at Villa, right? He's kicked up a bit. I mean, he's having a pretty decent game tonight. You know what I'm saying? maybe
Man.
oh fucking hell. Under a different manager, he seems to have picked it up a level.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is the thing, Jez. He's a competent manager that's been around the block in multiple different countries. What can Ruben Amorim done? Fair enough, I wanted him at Arsenal, but I don't want Arteta, bro. So I'll take you as the manager, Jez. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, and to be fair, you still have to win the title. Doesn't matter what league you're in. So when people dismiss the Portuguese, Spanish, fucking Dutch, Scottish, and all these other leagues, yeah, you still have to win the title. It's still relative. The quality might be a little bit different in other leagues. Cool. Yeah, let's be real. The Scottish League shit. Yeah, there's 2 teams up there, really. Yeah, let's just be real with it. But you still have to win the league. If you're Celtic, you have to beat Rangers to win the league. And if you're Rangers, you have to beat Celtic to win the league. And if you don't, it's a fucking disgrace. Yeah, and most times you're getting potted. Yeah, like, what we're doing here, it's the same in every country. Ajax manager, yeah, how long's he been there? He's about to win a title. They were fucking bottom of the league or near bottom of the league 18 months ago, Jez. They were smashing their stadium up, the fans.
Yeah.
They got rid of that manager, brought this guy in, he's going to win a league.
Yeah.
Yeah, then people go, well, that shows how shit the league is. No, it doesn't. Because you still have to beat the teams you're playing against, and the quality is relative. There'll be the odd standout players, yeah, in them leagues that you go, yeah, cool. Right? They're better than everyone else. But the rest of the players are all there or thereabouts the same level.
We got our ex-goalkeeper, Martin, is having a game of his life here. I mean, how do you save that? Fuck me.
What game? What game are you after, Sal? You after the La Liga game? It's nearly done. 10 minutes to go. And the Aston Villa game, I think that's on Sky Sports. Yeah, but the Celta game, it might be on ITV. No, the Barca game's on ITV4, I think. If you want the Celta game, you got Prime Video.
What?
Prime Video. You can watch all the La Liga games for like $15.99 a month, I think it is.
We sold that goalkeeper.
Jez, he's better than any goalkeeper we've brought.
Yeah, he's like World Cup winner. What are we saying here?
Yeah, he's won 3 trophies with Argentina since he's left Arsenal. And not only that, yeah, he's still in the Champions League. Look at the footwork. Oh my days. Yeah, and he's still in the semi-final of an FA Cup. Some Premier Sports on Amazon. There you go. You have Prime. Yeah, if you ain't. Oh my days, that should have been 2-2. Yeah, tell all La Liga games. I think you have to pay for it. Dave paid for it. I think it was $7.99 when he signed up for it. And you get every single Spanish La Liga and La Liga second division game on there for free. Well, I say for free. It's whatever your fee is every month. But when Jezza looked earlier, he said it was what, $15.99.
Yeah, when I looked, it was $15.99.
You get every single La Liga game and every single second division game. I think every second division, but definitely every La Liga. Yeah, look at what he's won. World Cup, FA Cup, Copa America, Confederations Cup. He's also won a Finalisma as well with Argentina. Yeah, apparently Asenso was washed. This is what I'm saying. Asenso was washed. Christian said that to me the other day. He's washed. Oh, he's rubbish. Who's he? Odegaard's better than him. Oh, really? Really? How comes Odegaard's not won anything then? One trophy, Copa del Rey for Sociedad. That's it. What's the Senzo one? Like, it's jokes.
I'll tell you what, Rashford's found a new way in life here. He's on fire tonight.
Yeah, but Jez, the thing with Unai Emery, yeah, we've seen this at Arsenal. What a cross! We've seen it with Unai Emery at Sevilla. We've seen it at Villarreal. We've seen it at PSG. We've seen it at Arsenal. We've seen it at where did he go after that? Back to Villarreal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now at Aston Villa. He always gets the attacker scoring goals, Jez. Look at when he got us to the Europa League final. Yeah, Aubameyang and Lacazette were fucking bagging for fun. And Pepe as well. Pepe was balling as well. Yeah, Martinelli as well. Martinelli scored 10 goals in his first 12 games. Who did he go to after Arsenal? He didn't go back to Villarreal, did he? Was it Villarreal? Where did he go after that? I think he did go Villarreal. No, it was at Villarreal once. Sorry, my bad. It was once. That was the time when he went back. No, went back to Spain. Yeah, and then he won the Europa League. Beating us on the way. Yeah.
Yeah, at the Emirates.
Yeah, he beat us 0-0 that night, but over the leg, over the two legs,
He just walked off with.
Yeah, just
the fans. He just walked down the tunnel.
Let their players celebrate in the centre circle.
Yeah,
it's pathetic. I swear to God.
Class.
It's mad. Yeah, he's a quality manager, mate.
I never wanted him to be sacked. I might be one of the only fans here that would say I didn't want him sacked. I thought he would do great things for Arsenal. He was a bit like a Bruce Rioch, and the reason I say that is that I think Arsenal really had already lined up Arteta in the fact that they wanted him, and this guy was just going to fill out the gap.
Yeah.
I honestly do believe, Lee, you may disagree with me, and I respect that. This manager would have won a trophy by now. If he had all that money, 750 million odd quid, right? He wouldn't have bought some of the shit that Arteta's bought.
He wouldn't have bought Rice for 100 million, mate.
No chance. And the thing is, important fact, I make this statement, the chap may disagree with me, but he had an attraction because he'd won shit, and players would like. I honestly do believe that when you've got a successful manager, players get it's like flies.
Slap it! Oh, what a save!
It's like flies to a bloody jam jar. Yeah, they'll go to somebody they think, yeah, this is a good guy. This guy can win. This guy can get me better. This guy can win me shit. I don't see that with Arteta.
Nope, they're coming in for the money, Jez. That's why we overpay them. It's the only reason there is, Jez, because we're paying them a stupid amount of money they wouldn't get anywhere else. Declan Rice was on 60 grand a week at West Ham. He's on 240 now. Who the fuck's paying him 240 grand a week? He was paying Odegaard 240 a week. He was paying Zinchenko 150 a week when he was on 20 grand a week.
20 grand?
He was on 20 grand at Man City.
No.
Yes, I'm not even making it up. He was on 20 grand a week.
We're paying 120 bags.
I'll give you another one. Calafiori, how much do you reckon he was on at Bologna? He's on. I'll give you a clue now. He's on 120 grand a week at Arsenal. How much do you reckon he was on at Bologna?
30?
12.
Oh, no way.
We 10 times his wages, mate.
No, 12.
Yeah.
No.
12,000. In fact, that was 12,000 euros. He's on 120 grand a week. He was on 10,000 pounds. So, yeah, with 10 times the more his wages, it was 12,000 euros he was on. Yeah, he's now on 120,000 pounds.
Oh, what a fucking save that is. So that you're talking, what, 9,000 quid a week, roughly? I don't know. I'm not great.
Yeah, about 10 grand.
10 grand.
How much do you reckon Mikel Merino was on? He's on 130 at Arsenal. How much do you reckon he was on at Sociedad?
Real Sociedad. 80?
50. We gave him an 80 grand pay rise straight away.
80.
Yep. 80 grand a week pay rise.
What is this based on? I mean, they're not.
This is how we attract players, Jez, because we can't fucking attract them by the manager having the pool. So we have to overpay him.
But based on what? What has he won?
Fuck, well, but he scored a Euros goal. Yeah, who cares? He's shit.
Okay, great. Lovely.
Yeah, he's won a Copa del Rey. Nobody cares, bruv. Like, real talk. Yeah, he's shit. I told everyone he's shit. But now they're trying to do the striker gimmick. Well, why didn't we play him up front today then?
Oh, my days.
Because he's going to be up front on fucking Tuesday. We all know this, didn't we? He's going to be up front on Tuesday. So why don't we play him up front today then? We had Zinchenko sat on the bench. Why didn't he play in midfield?
I tell you what, I'm absolutely shocked by the facts that you and figures you've just given me. I cannot believe it, to be honest. It's shame.
It's embarrassing. I'll tell you what I'll do. All right, because there'll be people that are watching this that didn't see it last time. All right, let's go. Arsenal highest earners, yeah? Earner. Right. This website's pretty spot on. So it's fucking mad buggy, but I'll go on this website and I'll show you, Jez. So let's get rid of this Lego headset here. Shoot. Good defending. All right, so watch this, yeah? We'll go to Italy, Serie A, go to salaries, we go to Bologna, and then load, and then we go back, get rid of that. We then go, get out of here. This website's mad buggy. We then go back to last season. Fucking every time. We go back to last season. Ricardo Calafiori. There he is. He's on 14,000 euros a week. Sorry, my bad. 14,000 euros a week is £12,000.
Wow.
Now look how much he's on at Arsenal. Yeah, 14,000 fucking euros a week, Jez. Right? Now, let's go to England. Premier League. Salaries. Arsenal. Now have a look how much he's on. Ricardo Calafiori, mates. 120 grand. We gave him a 10 times fucking pay rise. Why do you think he's here?
Why?
We should have been signing him. Yeah. And giving him, double the money. There you go. Have double, mate. Move to London. It's a bit more expensive than Bologna. Blah, blah, blah.
Kieran Tierney, that's actually one shit. Oh, man, really?
Jez, let's have a look at Tommy Asu. He's on 100 grand, yeah? He played for Bologna as well, wasn't it, lads? I haven't checked that one before, I don't think. So let's go Italy, Serie A, salaries, Bologna. Why is it with cropped fucking defenders from Bologna that we signed? What year did we sign Tommy? 3-4 years ago?
Gotta be.
How much is he on? He's on 100 grand now, yeah? What year did we sign Tommy Asu? Because he ain't on.
5 years ago.
He ain't on that list. So it must be the year before. 2020, 21. There we go, that year. That he's had a pay rise though, so we have to see what he first came in on, yeah? Tommy Asu. What can I fucking see? There he is. He was on 14,000 euros a week.
Right.
So again, about 12 grand. Yeah. We signed him the following season, right? So 21, 22. So let's see how much we put him on when we signed him. See how much we put him on. This is the only way we attract players, Jez. We overpay for shit. We overpay for absolute dross, mate. It's boring. 21, 22, yeah? Let's see how much we put him in. He was on 12 grand a week, yeah? £12,000 a week. Big up Carefree Lewis for the raid. Big up LB for the raid as well. More LB. Everyone's raided, lads. Bless up to Carefree. Bless up to more LB. Make sure you sub to both of them. So, how much did we put Tommy Asu on?
Oh, there we are.
55 grand a week.
Fuck me.
But he was on 12 grand a week when the year before we signed him. How is that even possible?
This is jokes.
Where did we sign Martinelli from? In fact, it probably won't let me see that. That'll probably be a lot. Big up everyone who's raided over from Carefree and from more LB as well. Bless up. Make sure you sub to the channel. We're over 120k now as well. Bless.
Do you think maybe, hypothetically, do you think maybe this is why Andrea Berta's coming?
Oh, 100%. Jez, watch this. This is going to blow your fucking mind, yeah? Martinelli, yeah? Watch this. Let's go back to 18-19, yeah? Watch this. Watch the wage bill, Jez. I swear to God. Where's Martinelli? Is Martinelli on this list? Or was that the season after we bought him? Was it 1920 we bought him? Must have been 1920. Cool. Yeah, it was 1920. Let's go. 1920. Watch this, yeah? Watch this. So Kieran Tierney's gone up from 75 grand, yeah, to 110 grand. But all these other players, and this guy's actually won a trophy at our football club, by the way, and played the final, right? All these other players are going boom, 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 boom. Mad money, but Kieran Tierney's only gone up 35 grand. Cool. Emi Martinez was on 20 grand. Anyway, watch this, yeah? Gabriel Martinelli came in on 30 grand a week, which at the time was more than Rob Holding. More than Martinez, more than Eddie. Cool. Bukayo Saka was on 10, just coming through. Fairs. Cool. Watch this, Jez. 30 grand a week, yeah? 2021. Just keep an eye on Martinelli. Following year, it goes up 40 grand.
Oh, wow.
How? Then, watch this, Jez.
70 grand.
Now watch this. Watch this, Jezza. Now he's on 180.
180?
How'd you go from 30 to 70 to 180?
180.
Yeah, a week.
A week.
How'd you go from Bukayo Saka's fucking fair play? Star boy. He was on 10 bags back then. He's on 195. Cool, whatever. Star boy. Yeah. Jesus. This will make you laugh, Jezza. Gabby Jesus, yeah?
265.
265. Watch this. Jez, I swear down. Watch this.
Oh my days.
In fact, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me just go. Zinchenko 150. Jesus 265, yeah? 265, 150, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll check Ramsdale's in a minute. Right, watch this. In fact, I need to go Man City. Man City. 265 and 150, yeah? For them two scrubs. Watch this. The summer we signed him from Man City, that was the end of the season they just completed that we're showing you now, yeah? Jesus was on 90 grand. Zinchenko was on 20 grand.
1920. Oh my days.
And now they're on 265 and 150 straight off the bat. Why?
265.
That is an absolute disgrace from Edison's agent. Sack him. 100 grand a week.
265. Gabriel Jesus.
Jez,
Oh my life.
look at their wage bill back then, yeah? Man City, right? Watch this, yeah? Watch this. This will make you laugh. This will make you fucking piss your pants, Jez. I done this on a stream a couple of weeks ago. Man of the match, by the way, in this game was Alfonso Gonzalez. Back-to-back man of the matches for Celta Vigo. Baller. Now watch this, Jezza. Erling Haaland's obviously on top dollar. Grealish came in on top dollar. Marmouche, they've overpaid wage-wise. Yeah? Watch this. Let's have a look. Edison's still on his 100 grand. Look at what he's won for that fucking club, Jez. He's still on his 100 grand.
Wow.
Yeah, watch this. This will make you laugh even more. Rico Lewis, 25 grand. The boy that they brought that had a nightmare against Chelsea in the first 10 minutes, Kushanov, the fullback they brought. Yeah, the Uzbekistani fullback they brought, yeah? He's coming on 20 grand, Jez. Why didn't Calafiori come in on 20 grand then?
No.
Because I guarantee he was probably on about fucking 6 grand or 3 grand. Yeah. Look at this. The other centre half they bought in January, Jez, they put him on 40. Savio's on 40. Right? Where's the other one? There's another one. Hang on. Where is he? Nico Gonzalez. They paid 60 million euros for him in Jan. Yeah. 60 grand a week, Jez. That's their new midfielder they bought in January. 60 million. They put 60 million euros. They paid for him 50 million quid. 60 grand a week. Why? Why didn't they put him on fucking 260? Because Declan Rice was on 60 at West Ham, and we put him straight on 240.
240 bags a week.
Yep. Jez, I'm not lying. Watch this.
Fuck me sideways.
Pause. Watch this.
What are we doing here?
Jez, watch this. Jez, I swear, people need to see this shit. Right? When did we sign Declan Rice? That season, right?
23.
No, it was this season before that. No, sorry, that's when he was at. So he was at West Ham 22-23. 22-20. That was his last season at West Ham, yeah?
Yeah.
Watch this. Where is he? Where is he?
Yeah, look, down. Yeah, keep going. Get down.
What can I find him? Oh, there he is. Yeah, 60 grand a week. Now watch this.
60 bags, and he's like.
Now watch this, Jezza. When we signed him, so he was on 60 grand a week at West Ham. He came straight in on 240. Why?
No chance in hell.
Why?
Dear God.
Do you want to see another one? Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard. 240.
4 times what he.
Watch this, Jezza. Martin Odegaard. Yeah, Martin Odegaard. Right? 240 a week, yeah?
4 times.
Let's go back before that, see what he was on in 22-23, yeah? Martin Odegaard was on 115 grand. We then gave him more than double on a pay rise. For what? Bottling an 8-point lead?
No chance. 100.
What are we doing here? He was on 115 grand, Jez. And watch this. It gets even better. Watch this.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, watch this.
Dear God. Depressing.
When he first came in, Jez, so that's when we signed him, put him on 115. Was it that season? Is that how long he's been here? Fucking hell. All right, watch this. When we had him on loan, he was on 80 grand. That's how much he was obviously getting paid at Madrid then. Yeah, we obviously covered the wages while he was on loan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we put him straight on 115. Okay, cool. We'll give you the extra 35. How the fuck do you go from 115 to 240 like that? And by the way, Saka went from 10 to 70 to then 195. But Saka pretty much carried Arsenal as their top player, which I understand. Cool.
I get that.
I get that. Watch this. Runnerson, 15 grand a week.
God almighty.
He was a £1 million signing. William Saliba, 40. Eddie Nketiah went from 45 to 100. Out of contract as well. Magalhaes, 50. Yeah, now he's on what? How much is he on now? It's embarrassing, Jez.
It's jokes.
Magalhaes is on 180. Oh, that's Martinelli. Sorry, my bad. Where's Magalhaes? 100. Sack your agent, fella. Sack your agent.
Yeah.
You're on 42 grand a week more than Jacob Kivior. Jacob Kivior has come into Arsenal on more money than Gabby Magalhaes did. Make it make sense. Yeah, let's go and have a look and see. Right, and 2 of our better players are down here, by the way, on 10 grand a week between them. Skelly and Ethan. 10 grand a week between them. Neto, 50 grand a week on loan. He's played 1 game. He's getting 50 grand a week. You're in Timber, 90. Look how many players under 90 grand we got. 4. And 2 of them are academy. Yeah, Trossard wants out. Yeah, Timber, class, he'll get a new deal. Gabby, bruv, he's on the same as Tomiyasu. Are you mad? Raheem Sterling's nicking more money than him. Look at the state of this wage bill. What was Ben White on at Brighton? He's on 150.
Lee, who the hell makes these decisions? Because
Edu, Arteta,
he's gone.
Richard Garlick, Tim Lewis.
Something is.
Josh Kroenke approves it all.
Something. I asked my question. Does Josh Kroenke?
He probably don't know what day it is, Ralph, if we're being honest. He probably don't approve it. That's why Tim Lewis is there. Tim Lewis probably signs it all off now.
My conspiracy theory here right now is that Josh Kroenke is getting into the game. He's brought
Trossard was on 40. We put him on 90. Sorry, go on.
Josh Kroenke is getting into this and thinking, no. Right, we've lost shed loads of money, £385 million in sales. In what we've bought players for and sold them off for fuck all. That's why I honestly do believe Josh Kroenke is looking at this and thinking, we need to sort this shit out. That's why I'm bringing this guy from the Athletic who's done business for 12 years to actually say, no, come on, this is bollocks.
Jez, watch this, yeah? Ben White was on 50 grand a week at Brighton. 50.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Yeah.
We then signed him in 21-22, right? Fucking these pop-ups. 21-22, yeah? He was on 50 grand a week.
120 grand.
Where is he? I can't even fucking see him.
Yeah, go up.
Oh, there he is, yeah. So we put him on 120. 120. Now he signed a new deal, right? So he came in on 70 grand a week more than he was on at Brighton. Dropped stinker after stinker at centre-back. But don't worry, mate. Don't worry, fella. We'll give you another 30 grand a week on a new deal. How?
It's an absolute joke.
How is that possible?
70 grand increase.
Just like that. Zinchenko's got 130 just like that.
For what?
Martinelli went from fucking 70 to fucking 180. Odegaard went from 85 or 80 or whatever it was to 115 to 240. He went from 60 to 240, 90 to fucking 265. He was on 250 at Chelsea, so he only went up 30. Yeah, it's embarrassing, Jez.
I don't understand who's making these decisions because there's something totally wrong here.
Now have a look at Liverpool. This will blow your mind. Watch this. Have a look at Liverpool, Jez. Watch this. Watch this.
This is ridiculous.
Average weekly salary at Liverpool is £80,000 a week. Just to rejig everyone's memory. The average weekly salary at Arsenal, is £125,000 a week.
Yeah.
So they're getting paid a fuck ton less than us. And they keep producing. So let's have a look at their wage bill. Watch this. This is going to blow your mind. Watch this. Obviously, the top boy is on 350. This is the start of the season. That's why it says 1 year left, because they're out of contract in the summer, yeah? The three top boys are the three highest earners. And look how much Trent's on. Same as Gabby Martinelli.
Cool.
Van Dijk is on less than Odegaard and Declan Rice.
God almighty.
And Gabby Jesus in 29. Yeah, look at what they've won for that club. Mohamed Salah, cool, I get it. Top boy, you're scoring all the goals, blah, blah, blah. You're the main man. Yeah, I get that. Robbo, 160. Again, another main man of their team over the years. McAllister, Fez. Yeah. However, they gave him 120 grand pay increase from Brighton. He was on 30 grand a week. But at the same time, the release clause was 35 million. Yeah, he's not a 35 million pound player, mate. He's about a 75 million pound player. He's fucking class. Yeah, Allison needs to sack his agent, 150. Chiesa, his agent's done all right, isn't he? But look, Jez, look how many players under 100 grand they have.
Yeah.
Joe Gomez, Simicas, Konate, sack your agent, fella. Luis Diaz, 55. Endo, Harvey Elliott, Quansah, Phillips. Curtis Jones is on 15 grand a week. Kelleher, the backup goalkeeper that played about 15 games and was world class in all of them, apart from one where he fucked up. Yeah, he's on 10 grand a week, Jez. Connor Bradley, the right back backup.
Yeah.
Yeah, quality young player. Yeah, he's on 10 grand. 10 grand. Yeah.
Harvey Davis on 3 grand.
Yeah, these are academy. This is academy. But either way, Jez. Yeah, Ethan was on 6 grand. Skelly's on 4 grand. Their academy is on 3 grand, 7 grand, 8 grand. Fair's about there or thereabouts the same. This guy's on 10, but he's proved himself and he's won a trophy at that club. Same with this guy, Ben Doak. Yeah, Kelleher, he's going to leave in the summer. They're going to bin him. He's a fucking sick goalkeeper. Curtis Jones, won major honours at their club, 15 grand. Nat Phillips, yeah, he's going to be gone in the summer. They ain't getting fuck all for him. Quansah, 30 grand. Harvey Elliott, 40 grand. Endo, they brought him. Where'd they buy him from? For about 10 million. Everyone was like, oh, what the fuck are we doing here? Yeah. Well, he's actually a very good player. He's like a James Milner-esque player who just come on and fucking play anywhere and fucking put out fires. Luis Diaz, 55. I don't rate Diaz, I can't lie. But either way, yeah, Martinelli's on 180 fucking grand. Is he any better than Luis Diaz?
No.
Canate, bad man, 70 grand. And look, he's got 2 years left. They signed him in 21, Jez. He's got 2 years left. Why haven't they renewed his deal and put him on 180 like we keep doing with our players? 2 years later, oh, we're signing him up on double the money for extra.
I don't get it, man. I just don't get this shit, man. I really don't get it. It's like, what are we doing? What are we as a club doing here?
McAllister, baller, is on the same as Zinchenko and Ben White. Robbo, the top earners are the top earners based on merit. Let me show you Real Madrid, Jez. Let me show you Real Madrid, right? La Liga. That Christian said to me the other day, why didn't he let me fucking load it? There it is. That Christian said to me the other day, there's no way Jude Bellingham's only on 80 grand a week more than fucking 29. I said, he fucking is, mate. Right? Their wage bill was 165 grand a week. Yeah, ours is 126 grand a week. So there's this 40 grand a week more than ours, yeah? Right, that's obviously in euros right there, but break that down. It's about 160,000, 170,000 pounds. Yeah, ours is 125. Let's say 45 grand a week more than ours, yeah? Oh, Mbappe, fair, came in on a free. Star boy. David Alaba's fucking agent has absolutely robbed them blind. Fair play. 432,000 euros a week. He never plays. Right? Vinicius Jr. 400,000. That's 360 grand, yeah? Same as Jude, right? Now watch this, Jez. When did they sign Vinny? Is it 1920 or was it before that? What's this? There he is, Vinny, 128. Yes, that's 104 grand a week. Was he there before that? I think he might have been there the season before as well. Was it 18, 19? Yeah, Alaba was a free as well, so I kind of get why the wages are higher. But either way, his agents robbed him. Vinny, 100, okay. Was he there before that? Was he there in fucking... No, I don't think he was there before that, surely. 17, 18. He ain't been there that long. I think it was 18, 19. Yeah, 18, 19. Look how much... Oh, no. Look how much this guy was on, by the way. 385 euros a week. Zidane's son was on less than 2,000 euros a week. Yeah, 2,000 euros a week. Casemiro was on 47,500 euros a week at that point. Theo Hernandez. Look at this. Look at their wage bill. Yeah, back then. Sergio Ramos. Look, the top earners. Ronaldo, obviously. Bale. Cruz. The top boys. Why? Because they're the top fucking boys. Isco, my baller. Shame he's suspended tonight. Right? Now watch this, Jez, yeah? Right, so Vinny was on 128,000 euros, yeah? That was 5-6 years ago, yeah? Now, after look at what he's fucking done for that club, yeah, and helped them win fucking major honours, left, right, and centre, he's still only the third highest earner, and the two above him came in for free, which is why they got more money.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, look at Rodrigo. 200. That's about 220 grand a week. 200. No, in fact, it's less than that. That's 195 grand a week in pounds. Rodrigo, sorry. He's on the same. Rodrigo's on the same money as Saka. He's on the same money as Saka. Luka Modric, £160,000 a week. But look how many players. Yeah, Endrick, 80,000 euro a week. Yeah, that's 65 grand a week in pound.
This is mad.
Camavinga's on less than Declan Rice. Less than Declan Rice. Chouameni less than Declan Rice. Carvajal less than Declan Rice. Mendy less than Declan Rice. Modric less than Declan Rice.
Wow.
Vasquez is on the same as fucking Ben White and Zinchenko, and he's won 5 Champions Leagues. Forget the rest of the titles. He's won 5 Champions Leagues. Militao, take 56 off of that. Yeah, he's on about 230. He's on about 230, 235. Militao. He's won everything.
This is absolutely crazy, man.
Valverde, yeah, is on less than Gabby Jesus in pounds. It's about 260. Yeah, Jude Bellingham's on 360. In fact, actually, he's on fucking less than that. He's on 320. Vinny's on 320. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Jez, it's ridiculous. He's on $500,000. Yeah, but he's Mbappe. He gets his $500,000. Fuck off. Yeah, but look at this. Jez, I swear, it's pathetic, mate. Average annual salary, 11.9 million euros. Yes, that's 12. That's about 9 million a year average, yeah? In pound. Now go back to us. They win everything. What do we win?
Fuck all.
And ours is 6.5. This is about 9 and a bit, yeah? Ours is 6.5 and we win fuck all, Jez. Yeah, it's embarrassing, mate.
Yeah, facts.
It's embarrassing, man. I swear, unless you put these figures on the fucking screen, yeah, people just think you're chatting shit. That is pathetic.
I'm actually quite shocked about that.
And how do you go from here to here, from that club to the club that signed you? Why? Because guess why, Jez? We ain't got the attraction in the pool, and we ain't got the manager with the attraction in the pool. So we have to throw a fuck ton of money at them to get them there. And they're all mercenaries, so they're coming, aren't they?
Of course they are.
Yeah, Ben White. Yeah, he's now on 150. Yeah, Calafiori was on fucking 12 grand a week. He's on 120. Of course he's coming. Why do you think, yeah, no Italians come here, mate? Yeah, why did that one come here? Hardly any Italian centre halves come directly from Serie A to England. Why has he come? Oh, because we'll give you 120 a week, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on 12 grand a week at the minute. Cool. I'm going London.
Of course.
Go London.
Of course you could. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm actually shocked by that.
Why do you think Tim Lewis was brought in by the Cronkies? Yeah, he's worked with KSE since 2007 when they first fucking invested in the club. He's been their advisor for all of their businesses since 07. Yeah, he's now one of our top boys in the fucking board and all that one. I don't think he is on the board, actually. Maybe he is. Can't remember. Either way, he's been brought in to sort this mess out. Yeah, because the Cronkies have gone, yo, what the fuck is going on here? Where's all the money going?
I think that's honestly very, very true. I've got no proof. I don't know. But I honestly do think that Josh has decided, nah, something's not right here. We ain't winning shit. And we're spending all this money. We're losing money, letting players go for nothing, not getting the value for these players that we've bought at exorbitant prices. Something's got to be done. It's unsustainable.
Yep, Jez, watch this, yeah? Man United, their average weekly wage bill is £20,000 a week less than us. And their annual salary, average, per player is 1 million. Yeah, which makes sense. It's 20 grand a week less. Yeah, it's 1 million less than ours. Fucking Man United. They actually have pool. No matter how shit they are, they have pool. They can get big players in there.
Man United, isn't it?
Casemiro's the top earner. Bruno's second. Mason Mount, he's had a result. De Ligt's on the same as Starboy. Harry Maguire's nicking a living. Ericsson is on the same as Ben White. Luke Shaw's nicking a living. Sancho, nicking a living. Yeah, Mazraoui, 135. Lassana, look at their bills. Look at their wage bill, yeah? Right? They're covering 75 grand, whatever, cool, of Rashi. Anthony, they're covering 60 or whatever. Yeah, Nashers is on 50. Yeah, Dorgu, they just signed him. Dorgu, they just signed. It's on 40 grand a week. Malacia, 37 and a half. Collier, 5 grand. He's on less than Ethan, bruv. Yeah, he's actually not a bad player. Aiden Heaven, who we let go from our academy, Jez, on a free, that signed for them, is on £4,000 a week. Why didn't they put him on 40 like we would? So you're telling me we let this lad go and he's getting paid 4 grand a week, Jez? Jez, I've had better weeks knocking on doors for Winders. I swear down, I've had better weeks knocking on doors for double glazing. You've probably had better weeks running a business than 4 grand a week, Jez. I've nearly had better weeks on here doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? We let that geezer leave our academy because we didn't want to give him more than 4 grand a week. Are you mad?
I know. It's mad. I'm shocked, Paul.
Kobe Mino, 25 grand a week. Wow. Wow.
I'm actually shocked by what I am seeing here.
Lenny Euro, 115. Anana, 120. He's actually getting more than fucking Edison. That's crazy. Diallo, 120. But look how many players they've got under 100 grand, Jez. Delo, Hoyland.
Yeah.
Yeah, 85. Rashi, obviously, they're covering a bit of the build-up, and Aston Villa are topping up the rest, so forget that. Yeah, Evans, nicking a living. Anthony, they're covering that 60. Cool. Garnacho, 50. Tom Eaton, Dorgu, Malacia. Their backup goalkeepers on 35. Ours is on 50 on loan. Kobe Mino, 25. Collier, Harry, 5 grand each. Aiden Heaven, 4 bags. Look how many players they've got under 100 grand. And even look at the ones that are in the 100 grand bracket. Yeah, there's not that many. Yeah, that are over 199 grand. Look at this. Mason Mount has robbed them. Can't lie. Bruno, I get why they've paid him. I don't rate him. Yeah, but I get why they've given him the big money. Yeah, he's on 20 grand a week more than 29. But he's played for that club a fuck ton longer. And he's won trophies there. So I kind of get that. Cass is Cass. Came in from Real Madrid. They're going to give him big dough, yeah? I get that. Right? But look at this. He's on the same as Starboy. He's on 10 grand a week more than Martinelli. Yeah. And then from there down, everyone's on Ben White and Zinchenko wages or less. Their wage bill is actually in a better way than our wage bill. Do you know how fucked that is? And look how fucked their club is, Jez.
Exactly.
Yeah. They can sort it out a lot quicker than we can. Yeah. They can sort that out a lot quicker than we can. Yeah. Because who's going to buy Martinelli? Who's going to buy Zinchenko on 150? Who's going to buy, fucking Ben White on 150? Yeah, who's going to buy Reece Nelson when he comes back off loan? Well, actually, he has come back off loan because he's injured. Yeah, he's on 100 grand, Jez. We're paying him 100 grand a week. Who's going to buy him? Yeah, Sambi Lokonga's on about 35, 40 grand a week. Yeah, he's coming back off loan because Sevilla ain't going to spend 12 million on him. He's fucking shit. Yeah, they can spin their fucking thing round real quick, mate. Yeah, if they get the right people in the right positions at that football club. Yeah, this summer will be a make or break for Man United going forward. Yeah, the manager, he needs to fix up real quick because I think he's had a fucking mare. However, yeah, their wage bill, they can get. Cass is going to go anyway. Yeah, Mason Mount is taking the piss. Yeah, right. But from there down, you can go. Yeah, we can get rid of you. We can get rid of you. We can get rid of you. Oh, we can definitely get rid of you. They can go and sell Aiden Heaven right now for 20 million quid. Yeah, we let him go out of our academy, Jez. They put him on 4 grand a week. Yeah, exactly. If you go back a couple of years ago, their wage bill was a joke. They've spun it to now get in a position this summer. Yeah, I expect them to go and do 300 million on transfers. And if they don't, they're done. They're finished forever. Yeah, they can spin their fortunes around real quick, Jez. Whereas us, we're stuck with a bang average fucking squad of overpaid pricks that we can't get rid of.
Manager.
Yeah. Who's also the second highest earner in the world.
That's the thing, man. You know, to get Arsenal back to where it needs to be, we need a proper manager that will attract players that want to play for the manager. And what we've done is brought in players at exorbitant prices, exorbitant wages, who just, give me 150 grand a week. I'll come and play for you. Of course,
it's the only way we can attract some, Jez.
Of course you will.
We ain't got the pool, mate.
But it doesn't mean you're going to actually turn up.
Before I wrap here, because I need to get on this game that's about to kick off here. This Barca game. All right, let me show you Chelsea's. Reece James, 250. Enzo, 180. Cucurella, 175. Pedro Neto, 160. Caicedo, 150. Cole Palmer, sack your agent, 130.
Yeah.
Chilwell, that's what Palace are paying, or what they're paying towards Palace to have him on loan. Cole Will's nicking a living. Mudrik's nicking a living. Sancho, that's obviously what they're paying. Cool. But look at this. Look how many players under 100,000 fucking quid they have got. So they can get rid of Dewsbury Hall in the summer. Yeah, which will have 4 years left, because that's obviously at the start of this year, so it's 5, yeah? Right? Nico Jackson is on 100 grand with 9 years left, obviously 8 at the end of this year, yeah? Just they can bin him, and I think they paid 30 mil for him. They can bin him for more than that. Yeah, they can bin Buddy Sheely.
Yeah,
yeah. Joao Felix is going to go, but like I think where did he go? AC Milan. The goalkeeper's nicking a living. He's shit. But they're still, this guy, they got him for 6 million euros from Barcelona. 6 million euro, 5 million quid. Put him on a 5-year deal. That put him on 50 grand a week. They sell him for 30 mil in the summer. Look at this. Look how many players under 100 grand they've got, Jez.
Shocking.
It's embarrassing. Lavia, 45 grand a week. Disassi, that's what they're covering for Aston Villa on loan. But look, all these young players they're buying in and putting them on long deals and all this year, Jez, they're putting them on 15, 20 grand a week. Yeah, that's £1 million a year for David Washington, yeah? Right? Don't know how much they brought him for, but let's say it's 15 million. Right? Let's say they keep him for 2 years. Right? So they could sell him for more than 17 million quid. Now they've spun a profit. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, I think they got rid of him already, didn't they? Why is he on there? Didn't they get rid of this guy? I swear he went to Ipswich for 16.8 mil or something. Anyway, 7.5 grand. Yeah, 7.5 grand. 6 grand. 5 grand. 3 grand, 2.5, 2.5, yeah, 2. Jez, I swear down, they will sell all of these motherfuckers right here in the summer. Gusto's on 45. Madwake's on 50. He's nicking a living. They'll get rid of most of these players down here, and they'll spin a profit on 3/4 of them at least. Yeah, because they're all on cheap money. Yeah, and now, yeah, anyone that's on 50 will go down to 40. Yeah, if they go to the next time, they go, oh, fuck, it's only 10 grand a week. Nobody cares. Yeah, I just want to play football. Yeah, whereas our players are all on fucking top dollar. I know they've got a bigger squad, obviously. But, Jez, even with that bigger squad, their wage bill is 54 grand a week, less than ours average. Average players getting paid 54 grand a week, less than Arsenal. Their wage bill is half of Arsenal's.
It's madness, man. It's
fucking embarrassing, Jez.
Well, we've done some corruption in business. It is jokes, man.
Look at this. 6.5, theirs was 3.7. 125, theirs was 72. 73 grand difference average. Average annual salary is nearly fucking double, Jez. Well, just under that. It's about 75%, 80%. Yeah. So again, another club that if they actually fucking sort their act out and spin that over the summer, they could overtake us next year. True. Yeah, we're dusted out here, Jez. This manager has absolutely buried us. Yeah, and so is Edu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so is Edu.
That's why I'm hoping that Berta is investigating this absolute shit show and makes a decision and like goes to the board and says, well, here's the paperwork, gentlemen. This is our losses. These are our profits. And, oh, well, we actually haven't got any profits. So what are we doing here?
No, facts. Very quickly, because I need to go. Milenkovic is the top owner at Forest, 105 grand a week. Chris Wood, second, 90. Gibbs White, 80. Hudson Odoi, 80. But anyway, we are going to wrap because I need to get on this Barcelona Betis game. Big up to Yunus Mohammed. United should go for Skelly. What do you think? I'm tired of this kid.
No.
Mate, he needs to play in midfield. Keep him as far away from left back as possible.
No, he's a good player, man. He's a good player.
Betis are about to go 1-0 up. Oh, my days. He's fucking spanked it. Shit, how the fuck's he missed that? He was offside anyway. Yeah, keep him as far away from left back as possible. But bless up, bro. Jez, what you got coming up, man? Shout your channel out. Link in the title.
Arsenal history and more. I will be joining you guys Monday night on the weekly podcast, and then watching the Madrid Arsenal game, Real Madrid.
Going well, isn't it?
Can't wait for that. And then Thursday night, I lie, 6 o'clock with DJB, Kenny, and Lee Gunner as we discuss our worst ever Arsenal squad. That'll be very entertaining.
What day is that? What day is that?
Thursday, 6 o'clock.
1 second. Let me just double check, Jess. I swear fucking Tottenham play that night. 1 second. Hopefully they don't. Thursday, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me double check. Thursday. Nope. They play in the evening. Lovely jubbly, Jezza. They play at fucking 8 p.m. Same as Man United. So yes, we will be there, Jez. Remind me, because I'll forget.
No, that's all right. I'll remind you. Don't worry.
Why are Real Betis going all out attack against Barcelona away at Barcelona? Just accept your fate, lads. They're the best team in the world right now. Why are they having a go? Oh, okay, cool. Because it's not Premier League. Okay, cool. Anyway, bless up to everyone locked in. Bless up for over 120k. Check out Jez's fan cam. Check out Jez's channel. It's links in the title. Check out Rachid's channel. Make sure you check out Igal's channel. And redirect to the second channel. And we're going to watch the best young player, in fact, the best player in the world, absolutely ball out, Lamine Yamal. What phase is he in? Oh, phase 17. My bad. Anyway, we're out. Arteta out. Kroenke out. Every fucker out. Lee Raid, I'll be there in literally 2 minutes. I need to piss and I'll be back.
And Arteta out, you prick.
Big up Eunice for a super chat. Good job I just called her. Odegaard should stop playing with his hair on the bench. Bro, he should stop playing football another way. Shoot. He should stop playing football for Arsenal, mate. He's shit. I can't lie. Eunice, brother, he's rubbish. They couldn't finish a wank, the geezer. But now, bless up, man.
Needs a Jez haircut. Just get rid of it all.
Yeah, why don't you just get a haircut? This game's end to end, by the way. 3 minutes in, end to end. Proper football. But listen, bless up, bro. Big up for everyone who's liked, shared, commented, sub, donated, all that good stuff. Spam the chat, Lee Raid. I'll be there in literally 2 minutes. Love. Kroenke out.
Yeah, all. Take care, all.